This episode is brought to you by Nordstrom. Whether you're packing for a vacation or dressing for a wedding, Nordstrom has head-to-toe looks for wherever summer takes you. From swimwear and bold color to romantic florals and dresses that make an entrance, find the right style for every unforgettable moment. Shop new arrivals from brands you love like Farm Rio, Free People, Vince, Wait, and Stod. Plus free shipping and returns and styling help whenever you need it make it all so easy. Shop now in stores at Nordstrom.com or download the Nordstrom app.
Jessica, and this is Daebak K-Rambles, where a couple of friends review Korean dramas, and we're back for a throwback episode, a throwback K-drama. And for this episode, I'm joined by my friend Lola from Lola Pops Off About K-dramas. How are you, Lola?
Good. I'm so good. How are you? It's good to see you. I'm super excited. Also slightly nervous, but not really, because every time I come on here, I'm like, I have such a good time just chatting with you. But then I'm also like, wait a minute, there's probably hundreds of people that are going to listen to this. Wait a minute. Snap out of it. Focus, girl. Focus.
Please don't think of it that way. Honestly, I think five people listen to me. Like that's how I
get through it.
That's how I get through it. Is yes, it just, you know, if 5 people listen, that's great. Yeah, no one's listening because I always, we're like very opinionated. We talk our shit and we have a lot of fun and we keep it light a lot of the time. So if I'm thinking people are getting riled up about anything that we say, I wouldn't do it. Yeah, I wouldn't. I would sit here and like be frozen. Anyway, Lola, how have you been? What have you been watching lately? Please let me know.
So I've been doing well, and I have been slow with my K-drama watching. I'm gonna be honest, like I haven't been as up on it. But most recently, I've started watching The First Night with the Duke with, our K-pop duo, which has been great. It's been great. I mean actually not that great. Why are you laughing?
I don't mean to laugh, but like when you said K-pop duo, I just thought of that old like water park commercial with SNSD and 2 p.m.
2 p.m. Yes. What was it for beer? Wasn't it for like Cass? Or was that for like the Cass beer?
It was a water park. Do you remember? It was an entire thing.
But I thought it was for the water park. I remember the one about the beer. I thought I thought they were together in this beer commercial too. Maybe that was just 2 p.m.
It's only been 20 years.
20 years, right? But I think I probably know what you're saying.
Yeah. Now I have to send you the link.
Please
to this. I'll put it somewhere. Like this commercial. It's freaking wild. There's love lines in it. There honestly 2 p.m. is applying sunscreen to like SNSD.
Yes. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. I think I know exactly. What was that for though? It was a water park?
It was a water park.
That's what it was. I remember that. Oh, but okay. Yeah. That was
now
a good
we're
time.
Circling back. And
I'm sorry. That was way off base.
Tech is in this drama.
Yes.
With, what is it?
Sohyun?
Sohyun. Mm-hmm. And you're liking it?
It's not the best. I'm gonna be honest, but it's easy to watch, so I'm still checking out. But as far as my favorite that I'm watching right now, it definitely would have to be Our Unwritten Soul.
That just finished, I think.
Yes, it just finished like this weekend, but I haven't watched the final 2 episodes, so yeah, I haven't gotten to it yet. But I've been loving that. I have been loving that one.
Love to hear it. I will say, Our Unwritten Soul is the one show out of the ones that you've mentioned that I have on my Finish 2025 list, my infamous Finish the Year list.
I know.
That I always make. Hopefully I get to it. I always basically binge watch everything that I missed in the year that interests me.
Yeah.
In the last quarter of the year.
Which is a good idea, because sometimes you gotta let all of it kind of marinate, let it run its course, see what everybody else is talking about, and then you're like, you know what? Okay, these are the ones I'm gonna actually go back and watch. I think that's a great idea.
I hate being a guinea pig.
That's right. Don't be a guinea pig.
Don't like being a guinea pig anymore.
I do like being a guinea pig, though. I love being a guinea pig.
You give a lot of things a shot.
I do.
And I admire you for it.
I like it.
I don't.
I like to say I go through a little bit of the pain and the torture. I mean, I've done less this year than I've ever have in the past, but like I do get a kick out of it sometimes when I'm like, okay, no one's watching this, so let me watch it. Like, I will do that. I will do that. And tell people how bad it is.
You're more well-rounded.
No,
you're a better person for it. Okay, we are better people for having watched I'm Sorry, I Love You from 2004. That is the drama we are going to be covering today. It is a throwback drama.
Yes.
Lola, you have an entire series. You haven't done it in a while, but you have the throwback drama series.
Yes. Throwing it back with Lola. That is one of my, I really honed in on last season at my podcast, but I haven't really done as many this season. It's hopefully for the second half of the year, we might have a lot more coming up. So this was a nice jump start, I think, for me to get back
into the groove.
Yeah, get back into the groove of throwing it back to these old ones. And when you said this one, when you actually messaged me about this, I was like, how dare she? How dare you bring me along for this again? I can't believe you've done that.
I was like, who's going to do this?
Who would be the person? Yeah, who would possibly? And you thought of me immediately, I'm sure.
Lola's got to do it.
You knew it. You knew I would. And you were right. I would put myself back through this for you. I would.
I was like, I think Lola is down. She's brave. She's a brave soldier.
I am.
And she would be willing to revisit this. And I'm pretty sure that you had watched it before. Yes. I was telling you before, it'd been about 10 years since I had seen it the first time. Mm-hmm. And so I had largely forgotten a lot of stuff. Like a lot of the nitty gritty.
And I know.
And when I was watching, I was like in deep. I was like, oh my God. So there's a lot that we got to cover on this show.
Oh, yes. Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. But before we do, if this is your first time listening, go ahead and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and many more. And if you like us, please give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Come and check us out on social media to stay up to date in our latest episodes and reviews. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Daebak Pod. Lastly, if you are a fan, please consider becoming a patron. It's a great way for you to get involved and show your support. You can check out the page on patreon.com/daebakpod, DAEBAKPOD. And shout out to our patrons, Janet, Curtis, Bale, Cindy, CD, Alana, Grace, Lorna, Sammy, Caitlin, Julie #1, Michelle, Tenmei, Marta, Delphia, Maria, Sarah, Julian #2, Pam, Angie, and Nadira. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Okay, so we are going to do non-spoiler and spoiler section for the K-drama I'm Sorry, I Love You. I'll start us off with the MDL synopsis, which reads, Cha Moo-hyuk was adopted by an Australian family, but was abused and left homeless at an early age. One day he comes across Song Eun-chae, the coordinator for Chae-yoon, a famous singer in Korea whom she is secretly in love with. Her fateful encounter with Moo-hyuk ends up affecting not only her life, but that of her precious Yoon as well. Okay, because of an accident... The way these are like written sometimes, I swear.
The best. They're the best. Can't you get mad at them?
Because of an accident involving his ex-girlfriend, Moo-hyuk is left with 3 months to live. This leads to him heading back to Korea in search of his biological mother. The discoveries he makes change his heart from longing to revenge. Even with all this darkness surrounding him, he finds an unexpected source of happiness with someone he did not expect to love. I'll give you 2 guesses who it is. Okay, this drama aired from November to December 2004. This is 21 years old. Yes. Okay.
And I didn't say this when you were saying it's been about 10 years for you. I realized it's been closer to about 15. Almost 20 years for me. And I was like, wait a minute, it hasn't been 2 years. I think I forget what year I'm in.
Literally the same. Because I'll be like, I watched that like the other day. And the other day could be 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Or 15 years ago.
Or 15 years ago. I feel that way all the time. This one definitely, I felt the distance though with this one. I totally felt that it had been almost 20 years since I've seen this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I felt the distance as well. I definitely needed the rewatch on this one. Mm-hmm. I'll take us back to the year 2004. I love to do these little time and place for these throwback episodes. So the single released by Usher featuring Lil Jon and Ludacris was released. Janet Jackson's wardrobe malfunction at the Super Bowl halftime show.
That was 2004? What? Okay.
Mark Zuckerberg launched Facebook from his Harvard dorm.
Began. 2004 was a year, man.
At the 76th Academy Awards, The Lord of the Rings: Return of the King swept the Oscars.
Oh, cool.
And these are the movies that were released in 2004. Obviously, this list is non-exhaustive. Mean Girls, 13 Going on 30.
The best.
The Notebook.
The best.
50 First Dates.
I love
A Cinderella Story. White Chicks. Kill Bill Volume 2. The Incredibles. And Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2, which is arguably the best one of that trilogy. So there you have it. That's a snapshot of 2004. This show is 16 episodes long. It's directed by Lee Hyung-min. This director is iconic. Okay, he started out with Winter Sonata from 2002. I see you like already making faces, already like, oh my God. Did you do a Winter Sonata episode, or was that somebody else?
I think it was Nas did that.
Yes.
I want to say Winter Sonata, but I did do Autumn in My Heart with Nas that same
that's right.
Same year with her. That was a rewatch. Autumn in My Heart was a time, but
yeah, the four seasons.
The 4 seasons.
The 4 season shows. We covered Autumn in My Heart a couple of years ago. I think it was a couple of years ago. But yeah, that you can scroll back on your podcast feed and listen to that one. But that's part of that series. It's an unofficial like title for that series of shows that came out in the early aughts. This director's done Bad Guy, Orange Marmalade, My Horrible Boss, Strong Girl, Bong Soon from 2017, which there is an episode on as well. Chocolate from now on Showtime, and most recently Miss Night and Day. So that's this director. It was written by Lee Kyung-hee. She has written a bunch of stuff, but she is more of like the old guard, kind of a screenwriter from yesteryear. She's done shows like A Love to Kill from 2005, 6 Love Stories, Sangu, Let's Go to School, Pure Heart. But the ones that I like to point out are The Innocent Man from 2012. I see you like,
yes. Oh my God, that was a time.
That was a time.
That was
that was a time. That's Song Joong-ki and oh my God, what's her name?
I'm blanking too.
But anyway, that's a really good show. Also, like super dramatic.
So dramatic. So dramatic.
Yeah, so dramatic. Uncontrollably Fond, she wrote from 2016. I feel like that's a close cousin of
Very much.
I'm Sorry, I Love You.
Yeah, I can totally see that.
She also wrote Chocolate. So her and the director got together again and teamed up because she wrote Chocolate and he directed Chocolate. So this show stars the icon that is Ho Ji-sub. He plays Cha Moo-hyuk. He's been in about 12 movies, including Rough Cut from 2008, which really did a lot for his career. Sophie's Revenge, Always, which from 2011.
Always.
Pay attention to the feed, y'all, because you might see Always coming up soon. A Company Man, Battleship Island, a couple of Alienoid movies most recently, and then he's done 22 TV shows. The early aughts were when he was really cooking, like Memories of Bali, which you have an episode on.
Oh, yes.
Yes. I don't know how you got through that one.
To be honest, that rewatch, it was good. It was good. I'm not going to lie. I had a blast rewatching.
You had a time. And
I know. I don't know how, though.
I don't know how you did that. I don't know how. I'll tell the quick story of my Memories of Bali experience, which is maybe 2 sentences. Miguel, who was most recently on the Move to Heaven episode, said, hey, you got to watch Something Happened in Bali, which is the alternate title for Memories of Bali. He's like, it's so good. You're going to love it. I said, okay, bet. I watch it. And my flabbers were gasted. Like, I was so shook. I was completely in shock.
In shock. In awe.
Speechless.
What is this?
What is it?
What is it?
What is it?
Yes.
So I went back to him and I was like, you're not allowed to give me K-drama recommendations
Don't do it ever again.
He did not warn me at all.
You need a warning.
You need a warning. That needs to come with many warnings.
You gotta have a warning. You gotta have a warning.
Yeah.
I agree.
So that's that one. I don't even want to call it tragic. It's downright scary.
It's sad, man. The stuff that they put those characters through back in the early 2000s is mind blowing.
Yeah,
I mean, this drama is one of the other examples of that.
I'm shocked that Memories of Bali came out in 2004.
The same year.
I'm sorry, I love you.
He was in the
What
mood.
was he on?
He was in the mood. He's like, I am ready for it. He's like,
what was Soji doing?
I think that was actually smart. He probably was like, I'm going to just stay in this kind of like detached, stressed, sad, depressed, mood all year long and just take all the roles that are going beneath that and just going to channel it all into these roles. Because
he said, I am the melodrama king. You cannot beat me.
Yes. You cannot
supreme. Unseat me.
Yeah, you cannot unseat me. I love that. Yep.
This is my throne. Anyway, so Memories of Bali and I'm Sorry I Love You in the same year. Cain and Abel from 2009. One of my I love Cain and Abel.
Cain and Abel. I mean, just originally a great Bible story.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Story. And then when they did that in 2009, I was like, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
It's so good.
So good.
Oh, Unassailable. Then he did Master's Son in 2013, which is a Hong Sisters drama. One of the only ones that I would dare to recommend.
I like it. I liked it.
I
did like it.
Yeah.
I did.
Oh My Venus in 2015, My Secretarius 2018, Dr. Lawyer, Mercy for None, most recently in 2025, which is, I think, a lot of people are discovering Soji Sub
for the first time.
Yeah.
Mercy for None. That's when they discovered him, because Mercy for None.
You got thoughts? Lola.
Yeah, I had a little bit of thoughts. My latest Rambles and Musings, I kind of went in on my thoughts on Mercy for None. I was disappointed.
What I'm hearing, okay, this is like unofficial and it's a little tangent, but what I am hearing is that it doesn't have a lot of pathos.
It has nothing.
Yeah.
It's empty.
Yeah.
It's so lifeless. It's like, really, guys?
I know.
All this action with nothing else to support it.
And like compared to some of the dramas that we've just mentioned.
And that he's in, he can give it to you. If you're not allowing him to give it to you, though.
Yeah. You're like, wasted
potential. I mean, the cast was stand out. Everybody in there, I was like, gold all around. But they didn't use any of them.
Yeah.
They didn't use any of them.
Okay. So his co-star.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. We'll be here all day. This is what's fun. But anyway, his co-star is Lim Soo-jung. Lim Soo-jung. She plays Song Eun-chae. And she's been in about 18 movies. She's really more of a movie star, including Finding Mr. Destiny from 2018, I'm a Cyborg, but That's Okay from 2006 with Rain.
Yeah.
She's been in A Tale of Two Sisters from 2003, which is
horror classic.
A horror classic, exactly. And then the TV shows that she's been in, Melancholia from 2021, Search WWW, which there's an entire episode review you can scroll back on to listen to, and of course Chicago Typewriter from 2017. So that's just 3 of the 7, and then we're reviewing a 4th, so you can see that she's not really been in that much not really a K-drama lady, but she is well known. We have some supporting cast. I'll just mention one, which is Jung Kyung-ho plays Chae-yoon, and he's been in a ton of things. He's a well-known face. And speaking of SNSD, he's been dating what's-her-face for like
Soo-jung.
I don't know how
Soo-jung.
long.
For maybe 20 years at this point. They're not married. We know that. But yeah, they've been together for a long time.
Exactly. He's been in, most recently, Crash Course in Romance in 2023, Hospital Playlist Seasons 1 and 2, Prison Playbook, which there's an episode on. Oh, there's also a Hospital Playlist episode for season 1 of Hospital Playlist if you want to listen to that. Missing 9 from 2017. I bring it up because that's like one of the worst K-dramas that I've seen. Oh God, I don't like Missing 9. I would love to hear somebody out there watch Missing 9 and we're like, I loved it. Let's have a conversation. Beating Again from 2015 undergoes a heart transplant surgery and his personality changes. freaking love.
One of my faves. What I tell you, man. Oh my gosh. Yes. Love that. I don't know if, and I'm like, I try not.
The summer scent, it's like paid off in dividends.
Yes.
Because all of these other dramas just keep copying.
Keep using it. But they did a great job. They did a great job with
that's
it.
That's a cute, a lighter take. Much lighter take.
Much lighter.
Mm-hmm. And then Heartless City from 2013. Come on now.
Favorites. One of my favorites.
I love Heartless City.
Of all time, man. One of my absolute favorite action dramas. Love it.
Oh, so that's, I'm not going to say anybody else from the cast. It's not a huge cast, but I just want to get to the meat of this. Lola, what do you think of I'm Sorry, I Love You? How did this rewatch hit you?
I'm going to be honest. I wasn't... As an older person, as I've gotten older and I started rewatching some of these older K-dramas, I pick up on so many other things these days. And I had that moment for sure watching this. I was like, our male leads were, they were interesting.
I'm covering my mouth.
I know. I don't know. I mean, I do know. I wrote instinctively of like my thoughts on them, but I'm just like, just saying it off the front, I was I want to say annoyed. Yeah, I was annoyed. I was annoyed with our male leads. So much so that it made it hard to like really root for them or kind of support them or feel for them, even though they're going through a lot. But it's just like, you too. You too.
I know. It's tough. Oh, did you have any other thoughts?
Oh, no. That's
it?
I mean, other thoughts in that I didn't enjoy it as much as I might have in the past. I will say that. I will just kind of lead with that. I didn't enjoy it as much as I did maybe have done in the past.
I completely agree. I don't ever remember absolutely
loving
this
exactly.
Show. Okay.
Absolutely.
I remember watching it and being like, well, that was something. You know what I'm saying?
Experience.
Like, that was an experience. But I didn't hate it. Mm-hmm. I just kind of took it in stride and moved forward with my life with the knowledge, armed with the knowledge of 2004's I'm Sorry, I Love You.
Exactly.
You know, it's kind of foundational as a K-drama.
Yep.
And super iconic. Mm-hmm. On the rewatch, I thought, oh, I'm going to love the show. And I will say the first 8 episodes, I breezed through. It was super easy to watch for me. Mm-hmm. The last half of the show,
it was rough. It was very rough. Very rough. Yep.
Yeah, there was something about the wallowing nature of the show and the fact that there is so much, and this is very, I guess, Korean of it. I guess we don't get so much of this anymore, of characters just going to see another character with so much urgency and so much to say, and then they get to their destination, they finally see this person and they're content to just like look at each other.
Don't say anything.
They don't say anything.
Yeah.
They just kind of, they don't vent their emotions. They don't really communicate. It's all left unsaid. And then they leave after all this effort to get to them, and over again. Rinse and repeat.
The whole way through.
And it's just, oh my God, it was so painful.
It was painful. I completely agree with that. And I think from the very beginning, I know you said like your first 8 episodes you breezed through. I think I had a hard time from episode 1. From the jump. And it was our leads, those two male leads for me were just big babies. And I'm sorry to say it like that, but the whole theme, like the crux of this story, and I'm like, again, hindsight's 2020. Like me watching this now as I'm so much older than I was when I watched this the first time.
Me too.
Same. So much older. So I'm just like, they were, the way that they kind of described these two male leads, they were nothing but these baby birds that were constantly looking for this mothering. And it was so annoying, to be honest, because it was like, woe is me, where's my mommy? There was something very childish and boyish to them and immature about them, to the point where it was like the women were taking the brunt of it, right? Like they had to be the ones to carry. They had to suffer through. They were the ones, pulling themselves up by their bootstraps and pushing through, while these two got to be, woe is me. I'm the victim.
Yes.
Look at me. And it was like, I'm annoyed. I was annoyed, to be honest.
I have this confused face on. I know you guys can't see it, but I'm just wondering, To what end? Like, you know,
to what end? Exactly. That's it.
And that is the crux of a lot of these older K-dramas that are melodramas, I want to say.
Let's say melodrama. Yeah, let's say mellow.
Is that there is so much pain that it feels like they're just flopping on the ground. It is an extended tantrum.
They're wailing, they're kicking their feet. They're yelling at the sky. They're shaking their angry fists towards the sky.
Yes.
And it's like, I mean, even like in this one, we'll talk about it, like the prayers.
Oh,
you know what I mean? The prayers, you know,
the most
like
blasphemous things
prayers.
I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's like, how dare you, like looking up and being like, you know what, God, if you do this for me, I will do this. You know, it was, I mean, that was
God,
what
trying
it
to
was.
make deals with God.
Making deals with God. Yeah, that's how you know. And it's like they're kicking and screaming, they're throwing really a tantrum. Yeah, and you're throwing a tantrum. Yeah, that's exactly what I felt was throughout this.
I felt this was an incredibly unfair portrayal of motherhood.
It was. Thank you. This was like the way that they presented them as these like
that condemning of the mother.
I hate it.
And
I hated it.
There's so much nuance there that I think the show ignores or tries to address too late, maybe.
Yeah. They missed it. Yeah, it's like you could have done it and you didn't do it. Yeah.
And here's the positive that I think the show is of a time, of an era, and there is not a lot of therapizing.
I love that.
What's happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I completely
No one's
understand.
like, you had a traumatic experience.
So this is why you're doing this, and this is why you should feel this way.
Why are you lashing out?
Yes.
None of this therapy language.
Yes, none of it.
None of it. You're depressed.
No, you just
no.
You just watch them struggle.
You're just watching them go through.
Yeah.
One of the shittiest
things that could possibly happen to people.
That could possibly happen to somebody. And they are making the wrong choice after the wrong choice after the wrong choice. There's no person that's speaking common sense or life into these people at all. There's no voice of reason at all in the show.
That is very, I think,
and that is of a time.
Of that time.
If this was done today, you would have some character at least
in there.
One character who's like
the voice of reason.
Who's basically the audience proxy, who's like, why are you doing this? Why are you acting this way? Get up. Get up.
Yes.
There is none of that in this show. Everybody sucks.
Everybody does.
Everybody sucks.
And I have to say, I mentioned this with, I think, what happened in Bali when I went back to that drama. I like that because it does put more weight on the audience. And I can appreciate that as in, you're not telling me, you're showing me. And
exactly.
So I have to do the work as the audience, figuring out what is going on. Why are these characters doing the things that they're doing? Looking at things that the character do in the story and being like, oh, they're doing this because of this. I get to do that.
Exactly.
No outside character is telling me this is why they're doing this. And I like it. So that is one of the things I can
There's not
appreciate.
A lot of hand-holding.
None. Zero.
At all. For the audience, you're just thrown in.
Get it? Yeah, get ready.
Get ready.
Get ready.
And if you don't like it, too
get
damn
out.
bad.
Yeah, get out. Yep.
And that is a lot of these older K-dramas, especially the melodramas, I would say.
That was their MO, I think.
It's just pain after pain. These people are just here to hurt.
Just hurt.
Just hurt. That's all they're here for. And if there's any positive to it, is that they found some sliver of happiness and hope, which is what the MDL synopsis is getting at, is that, the male lead and the female lead do, I guess, fall in love. Did they fall in love? I don't know.
They said, I love you.
They said, I love you a lot. A lot.
In the very last 5 minutes of the show. But yeah, they did, I guess.
It's surprising, and I'm sure that if someone who started watching K-dramas in the last 5 years, during the pandemic basically, were to watch this show,
yes,
I would love to hear their thoughts.
I know.
Because
it's a different
this
time.
is going to hit them so sideways.
Oh, totally.
It's going to hit them so sideways. I was looking at some of the movies that came out during this time in Korea.
Uh-huh.
A Moment to Remember.
A Moment to Remember. Yes. Came out at the same time?
Came out this year, I think. Same year.
Okay.
3 Iron. Have you seen that movie?
3 Iron?
3 Iron!
Oh my gosh. I have a story to say. Not a story, but like one of my memories of going into Blockbuster. I don't know if people remember Blockbuster. That's telling my age a little bit. Like seeing that cover and being like, yes, I want to watch this. Mind you, I was young. I was like, I should not have been watching 3 Iron. But yes, I remember 3 Iron. That was a time.
That came out this year.
Oh, that explains
Same year. So if you look at some of the media that was in the early aughts coming out of Korea, it makes a lot of sense why the K-dramas were so fucked.
They were messed up.
Because everybody was fucked.
Everybody was. It was bad. It was rough. It was a hard time. Yeah, absolutely. 3 Iron. I can't believe 3. I haven't thought about 3 Iron in so long. Oh, that's wild.
My Little Bride. Do you remember that movie?
Yes.
Oh, the girlies would freak if they watched that movie. That's also 2004.
Yes, this was a year.
This was a year. Lola.
I didn't even connect all of that. I didn't even think about what movies came out in Korea during that time.
Yes.
Yeah. Those, man. I mean, I'm still stuck on 3 Iron, though. Like
3 Iron is that's a film. That's not a movie. That's a film.
It's a film. It is a film. I think that's a great way of calling it. It's a film for sure, guys.
I can't believe it's only an hour and a half too. It's an hour and 28 minutes long. I don't know how they
some
did
of those
all that.
scenes.
Some of
those scenes felt like an hour and a half by themselves. So I can't believe the movie was only an hour and a half.
I know.
That's crazy.
Okay, but I say all this because there was something in the water.
In 2004. That's
in 2004, in the early aughts, in this era. And, you know, we've covered some of the other shows. Like, we mentioned Winter Sonata. We mentioned Autumn in My Heart. I think I guessed it on Naz's Swoon Diaries. We covered Somerset.
Somerset. Oh, I did Somerset, too.
So, and then you covered Somerset on your podcast.
I did.
So, last year or the year before, I can't remember, a lot of us creators were going back and dipping into that early aughts and doing a couple things here and there, reviewing things. And when you put it all together,
it connects. All of it connects.
Okay. I think Korea, the populace, was going through it. They needed these melodramas.
They did. I actually think, in my What Happens in Bali episode, I did talk about extensively that back in that time, like there was this kind of push, they used to say, where like, I wouldn't say like nihilism almost, where people were feeling like there was just not the way that the world was going. There was not much to look forward to in the world. And so the use of melodrama during that time was strategic. It was this way for people to experience these outside horrible situations so they can not look at their own inside horrible situations.
Exactly.
And that was a big push during that early 2000s time. I did see that in a couple articles when I was reading about what happened in Bali.
Because what happened? If you think this is bad, let's just, I don't know, but what happened in Bali, man? I don't know. That one sent shivers down my spine rewatching it. I'm going to be honest. It was a totally different experience watching that one again and then watching this one. I'm sorry, I love you. I don't know what it was. I think it was the babies in this one. It's the babies. Yes.
It's the babies.
I'll just say, for people that don't know what nihilism is, this is the AI overview of Google. It says a philosophical position that argues that life is without inherent meaning, purpose, or value. This is a really depressing view of life. And I think that people who have this nihilistic viewpoint of life tend to find a lot of meaning in these stories. Absolutely. They tend to enjoy painful stories because it makes them feel better.
It makes them feel about their own life. Exactly. Their own painful situations.
Because it can't be as bad as this.
Exactly. And also that ties into, in this drama, how there's like this, I think, I want to say not counter, but like almost a counter to like them bringing up God a lot and the praying and things like that, for them to position that in a story where it's just like all bad. There's no good. Everything's bad. Everyone's going through it. But then to also have them try to hold on to something outside of them.
A little bit of faith.
Yeah, a little bit of faith. I thought that was interesting that they also were adding that in there as well. But it is, to me, like a counter to this thought process. Like, there is no hope.
What did you think of the acting?
I actually thought the acting was pretty good. I mean, I was kind of impressed, as always, with what's our mom.
Oh, Lee Hae-young.
Lee Hae-young. I absolutely adore her. And I love her in melodrama. That's one of my favorite ways to watch her. So I really enjoyed her in this.
She's the evil mom in Boys Over Flowers.
Yes. I always enjoy her. I just always enjoy her. So I think that was really good. Lim Soo-jung, I enjoy her as well. But for some reason, again, I think with this character, it was... I mean, she did good. She did fine. Good. It was fine, but I wasn't that impressed with the character, so it felt a little flat at times for me, which I agree. Completely blame with her as her acting, but more like the character itself. Jisoo, of course.
What are we gonna say he did bad?
Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely. I was blown away. I mean, towards the end, then it got really rough for him. I was just like, I was in pain watching him. I was in actual pain. I get sympathy pains, and I was literally like, I'm in pain watching you. I had to fast forward some of those moments because it was that rough for me watching him. So, I mean, great acting.
Yeah.
But it was a little hard. It was a little hard watching. So I would say acting was great. Oh, you know who really, I mean, I'm going to say Jung Ho. Absolutely, one of my absolute favorite actors of all time. Kyung-ho. I'm sorry, not Jung Kyung-ho. I absolutely loved him in this, despite his character still being one that I did not like.
Such a
baby. But towards the end, loved his performance. I was really moved by his performance, especially that final conversation he has with Moo-hyuk at the end in the dark of that little room. I loved his performance there. I was crying, so performances were great. That I had to say when I was rewatching this, I was like, you can't take that from older K-dramas ever. The performance will always be there. Okay. They were killing it in those melodramas.
100%. Let's talk about the fashion and the incessant singing from Chae-yoon, because the singing was
not good.
sunk the battleship, because I hate singing in K-dramas, singing in media,
but
usually.
Also bad singing
and then to add on top of it, bad singing.
I had in one of my first notes in episode 1, I said a K-pop singer, or I was like a singer, an idol singer that can't sing? Question mark.
This is a lot of suspension of disbelief here. A lot. Because you're telling me he is not only a bad singer, a nepo baby. He's a nepo baby.
Yes.
But also, he sucks.
He can't sing.
He's a bad singer. But he's the number one singer in Korea. I was like,
number one.
Get out.
So bad.
It's so bad. Every time he played the piano and sang and like everything was a cappella, I was like, oh my God.
You were like, no, thank you. You were like,
horrible.
Okay, thanks, no, but no thanks.
No thanks. No thanks, I'm good.
Thanks. You guys can. I want to return this. Actually,
can I
get a return? Can I get a refund, please?
So that was bothersome. The fashion. I wasn't mad about the fashion. I was mad about one item.
Wait, what?
One item. The hat.
The hat.
Throw it in a volcano. Throw it in a volcano. I hate it.
It was so funny because that's one of the things I remember most about this drama was like, because I feel like that's the thing that's memed the most, like the dramatic pull down that he would do in the beginning with that hat. Like he would cover his face when he was getting emotional, and he would just like take the hat and cover the side of his face so you couldn't see how he. I was like, this is what they still make fun of that.
I'm literally crying.
I'm literally crying. It's so funny, isn't it?
I was hysterical.
Like, it's hysterical. So yeah, the hat, get it out of here. But the fashion, I actually really like. I actually really like the Eun-chae, like her style, her fashion. I loved it. I'm like her with her Uggs, her ratty Uggs. I was like, I'm loving the ratty Uggs. Actually,
yeah, there was something about. I wasn't mad at the fashion. I was mad at the one newsboy cabbie hat that
so bad
they put on Soji-sub, and that he was so attached to.
So attached that when he was changing characters.
Oh no,
was the thing. Okay, sorry.
Okay, because there's the Superman to Clark Kent change that happened in a later episode. Like, I had to stop the show. I had to. I was like, no.
Stop it! I'm crying now. No, I'm crying. Stop it.
I lost it. It
was the best thing. I was like, you know what? Standing ovation,
this
guys.
This is so funny. And I don't know. Do you think it was meant to be funny? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think it was supposed to be really dramatic, and I could not help but
it was so cringy.
It was so cringy, but it was just like genius. I'm so proud, so glad they did it. They were like, I'm gonna actually like have him do like a Clark Kent, like Superman change. Like, I'm gonna take off my glasses, and now I am no longer.
Oh, I am Moo-hyuk.
I am Moo-hyuk,
the driver.
I am the manager, Moo-hyuk. I no longer have a fake mustache and glasses on.
Oh my god!
I have a cap on now, so now I am Moo-hyuk. Like, it was genius.
My favorite part of that scene was she's the second female lead is in the elevator with him. Yeah. And he's got his getup on. He's the Superman. We'll just say he's the Superman character at this point. When he takes off the fake pencil mustache, she doesn't react. And I was like, if I was her and this man just rips off his pencil mustache, that's when I would lose it. That is when I would freak out.
The pencil mustache that she had been kissing.
She had been kissing up on that thing.
She had been kissing on it. And I was like, you didn't know that was shifting? Know? That was shifting in the middle of the kiss. And then, like you said, he pulled it off. And you said that wasn't enough for her.
She stayed still.
She stayed still.
It was when he put on the cap. Then she was like, covered her mouth.
Who are you? Like, it was just genius. I'm like, you don't make it like this. They don't make dramas like this anymore. I miss it. I miss it.
Too.
You can laugh.
Where's the camp?
You get to cry. Where's the camp? Where's the camp, guys? And we were in it too. I mean, back then they were in it. They were like, everybody probably was with her. They were like, that was Moo-hyuk the whole time.
No, they knew that the double identity.
It was so funny.
But people had to be caught up.
Yes,
by
you do. Yes.
Every single thing that was happening in the show. Anyway, we're getting into the weeds on this.
Sorry.
Yeah. What I'll say is that this show did incredibly freaking well. As I said, this show is a hit. It's a success.
Iconic.
And it was such a success that it's had multiple remakes done, a Turkish, a Chinese, a Thai remake, and a Japanese remake. They are all some translation of I'm sorry, I love you. The Japanese remake is Gomen Ashiteru. The ratings for this show, incredibly high from day one. Episode 1 had a 16% rating. That means 16% of the population
was watching it.
This would blow everybody away.
Today.
If 16% of Korea was watching a single K-drama today, we would not hear the end of it. At the same time, we would not hear the end of it. This would be the drama of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Exactly.
And it only got higher at the end of the show. The final episode had a 29% rating.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. But it also just explains, like, if you're watching something in Korea today, you're going to get references to this drama to this day. Like, I watch K-Variety all the time. I still hear them making jokes about this drama or, like, memeing it or, like, using the music, the
music.
The famous OST. Like, I still hear that in dramas, like just to poke fun of Mello. Like, you'll hear it all the time. So it's like, it's iconic.
Yeah.
That's how you know everybody gets the references. When you think about how many people were watching it at that time, it explains why even now to this day they can still refer to it and people in Korea will still be like, oh yeah, they're making fun
I love you.
Yeah, they're poking on I'm sorry, I love you. I get it. Mm-hmm. It was big. It was huge.
Can't understate that. And at this point, I think we don't want to spoil anything else. We already spoiled there's a double identity thing that happens in the show. Lola, what would you rate this show out of 5 soju bottles?
You know, this is always the hardest thing for me because I always have to take myself out of it sometimes. Because for me, my watching, like my actual experience, I would say it was probably a 3 for me. But I think I appreciate it so much about it because I'm just like missing the ways of yesteryear. And so I want to give it a 4 for that reason.
Okay,
like, there was so much there's so much iconicness that's in it. And I had a good time with some of the stuff that was like, this isn't meant to be funny, but I'm actually laughing.
Unintentional comedy.
I still had a good time with some of the stuff. So I would say a 4 on the highest end, but my pure enjoyment, it was a 3. Yeah. I would say 3.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So 3 or 4?
I would say 3, but I want to say 4 for people to convince them that still it's worth checking out kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But
okay. You can give half points too.
I'll do 3. Yeah. So let's do 3.5 then.
All right. 3.5. I will say my score is also a 3.5. Because there was a lot of iconic points in the show that I forgot about, like when she finally writes, "I'm sorry, I love you." I was like, "Oh my god, that's right! There it is! There it is!" The name of the show in the show.
I love that.
It's so great on different levels, and it is an emotional roller coaster. It does have a lot of craziness in it, like bar none. It's crazy. And some of the things that I think other K-dramas do down the line copy from this era.
Absolutely.
Copy from this era of K-dramas. Like at one point she starts to like lose her grip on reality and she starts seeing him everywhere. She starts hallucinating that he's everywhere. Nate, you throw a rock, you hit a K-drama that has done this exact thing.
Absolutely.
Where they're envisioning them in front, male lead, female lead, envisioning each other next to them, in front of each other, on the street, you name it. And I'm like, it's here.
That's from there. That's where it's from. There it is. Yep. Yep.
Incredible show, incredible performances.
Oh, the performances.
I don't care that it's a low budget. Like, I don't give a shit.
I know.
That it looks like it's from 2004. Doesn't faze me one bit.
I didn't even notice it. I'm going to be honest. Which the only thing that made me notice it was the music. Well, that's what made me realize, like, wait a second, we're in 2004. Some of the, Western music that was popping up.
This is not exactly. This is why when we say like K-dramas have changed so much, there's so much catered to the Western audience. This type of OST is not. You would never find this in a K-drama nowadays
at all.
And that's what we miss. Is like, this is raw. It's like untouched.
I love that. It's untouched.
Yeah.
It is. And even untouched, you go back to it, you can't help but be like, there is so much value in this. There's so much that I can take from this and appreciate, even if I don't like the story on its base. Like, there's still so much
even if I'm like, what the hell?
What is this? I don't like this story at all. Yeah. But there is so much more that I still took from it. I was like, this is still making me appreciate these dramas from this time. Like, it did not make me think, oh, this is why I don't watch these old K-dramas anymore. Like, I didn't have that reaction to it. I was like, actually, which one do I need to go back and watch now?
Exactly.
That's what it felt like.
I think so too. I agree completely. So 3.5 for me, 3.5 for you. Yes. We are definitely simpatico on this. Yes. We're definitely having too much fun talking about this.
This is why we like to do this. This is why you do this.
But we're going to get into the spoiler section, what exactly happens to these people in this show right after this.
Excuse me, 뭐라고?
괜찮아.
You know, I have no 친구. Oh, sorry.
Swear, disgusting shit.
What?
All right, we're on the other side of spoilers, so we are going to spoil what happens in I'm Sorry, I Love You, which is a 21-year-old drama. So if you haven't watched it or if you're really intrigued by it, I would suggest stopping now and coming back later. Watch it on your own. It is 16 episodes on Viki, which is where we watched it. All right, we have to talk about this meet cute because they end up meeting in Australia, which is a big deal, right? To have the first episode happen in Melbourne, Australia.
And it was actually shot there.
Yeah. I didn't realize that I was going to do this. This was very unintentional, but this is the third drama in a row about an adoption story.
That you've watched?
Yeah.
Recently?
So I did Move to Heaven.
Yeah.
Our Beloved Summer.
Oh, you did Our Beloved Summer.
And now I did I'm Sorry, I Love You. So
yeah.
I really didn't intend for that to happen, but here we are. Yeah. The overseas adoptions, I Hate Korea segment that they intro the whole show with.
Yeah.
Is very interesting to me. I feel like they're definitely trying to say something about that. The producers and editors shown in the show are making fun of Soji Sub's Korean and saying that he doesn't fit the concept of the show that they are creating, because they have all this documentary footage and he is shown saying his mom must have had a good reason for giving him up for adoption. Maybe she couldn't afford milk and did it so that he'd have a better life. And if he ever reunites with her again, he wants to give her a life of luxury, telling her to wait just like 5 years. In 5 years, I'm going to have enough money to go back to Korea and we can reunite. I can give you a good life. Already McFucking heartbreaking.
I know. Yeah. It was sad. It was sad because you're right. In comparison to the other footage of the other, I guess,
who were like,
adoptees.
Fuck Korea. I hate Korea. Yeah. Fuck my mom. I can't believe she did that.
If I see
she
her,
abandoned me.
Yeah. And he has this completely different perspective. And it's really heartbreaking because, and I mean, this is a part of my, like, I was big on picking up the theme and some of the motifs going on in the mothering. And it started in that first kind of segment because his Korean that he has learned has been from this girl that he's dating at the time, his girlfriend, who has taught him Korean. And it's obviously, you know, not the best because, you know, they're in Australia and it's not his, I guess, first language. But I thought it was interesting that they already positioned this idea of mother as in homeland, motherland. Also him searching for his mother, but also having sympathy for his mother. So as much as, you know, they were like, this doesn't fit what we want for our documentary. We want people to be hating on Korea, these adoptees to be hating on Korea. You know, he's still looking for his mother. He's looking for his motherland at the end of it all. And I really I like that they set that up from the beginning. It gives you a good perspective of what we're going to see
because
as far as him.
The K-drama of it is that there's going to be a 180 in his perspective.
Of his love for Korea and his mother.
Yes, exactly. You get the 5-year time jump, and then we do the meet cute, which is he is scamming women, luring them into his car.
Yes.
Due to like language and culture familiarity. He's like, oh, are you Japanese? And then says a few words in Japanese and they get in his car. Oh, are you Chinese? And they get in his car. It's crazy now. He's a criminal.
He's an actual criminal.
He's a literal criminal.
And he's also homeless.
So
he's hustling as best as he can, as best as he can in the streets of Australia.
Yeah, but you can see the concept that was introduced of like wanting that familiarity and the kinsman being played out, and even how he scams. Yep. So anyway, he meets Eun-chae, who is seen helping her philandering friend out. Her bestie is a serial cheater and all these things. And then her other bestie, who's the second male lead, Chae-yoon, is obsessed with this cheating.
This cheating girl.
Crazy girl. So like the second female lead is not a good person.
No.
And then the second male lead is obsessed with her.
Which doesn't make sense. It's my thing. It's like, why are you obsessed with her?
Why? Why are you strung out over her?
I don't get it.
Yeah. But you see her, the female lead, Eun-chae, with the second male lead. I think there's a scene where he grabs her and pulls her into the bathwater with him.
Oh, yes. He's taking a bath. And while she was basically with her friend, the other girl, she gets a call from him and she comes running. That is another theme about this setup. Yeah, is that she comes a running. Whenever these men come a calling, she comes a running. And so you have her Eun-chae running to his, at his beck and call. And when she gets there, he's in a tub bathing in the midst of him complaining and whining about the other girl not picking up his phone call.
Yeah.
And also you can see that she has some kind of feelings for him right off the bat. That she's like having to hear him whine and complain about this
other girl.
And she has to be there listening to it. And then he pulls her in the tub when he's naked, her fully clothed, mind you. And then even
inconsiderate,
very inconsiderate. And then also
very inappropriate.
It flashes her completely because they're in a working relationship. She works for him on top of it all. She lives in his home in the basement. She works for him. It was just like, and you're supposedly her best friend, and you treat her like
shit.
Yes. Off the bat. That's how they set their
and he
their
mocks
kind of
her. He says,
up.
"Do you see me as a man?"
Man, yeah. As he's like standing naked in front of her. I'm like, come on, dude.
Come on, man.
Come on. This is inappropriate for a work relationship.
And then he serenades her by singing "You Are So Beautiful to Me" on the piano. And I'm like, get this guy out of
here.
Quote
unquote, sings.
Air quotes. Because
air quotes.
It's so bad. Yeah. Also, when they introduced Soji Sub after the 5-year time jump, he's in the car bopping to Sean Paul.
Sean Paul, just give me the light. Just give me the light. I was in shock.
I was in tears.
I loved it. That's what dated this drama. Was the music. The music dated it.
We don't get like top 40 anymore.
We can't. They can't.
In K-dramas because the licensing.
They can't pay for it.
They can't pay for it. They can't afford it.
It was so funny. I was like, this is great. When there's a part in the drama where like 50 Cent is playing, and I'm like in the club. God. I'm like,
the Black Eyed Peas are playing.
Black Eyed Peas, yes. It was great.
Yeah.
I was like,
let's get it started.
I mean, and then the 50 Cent in the club is like over like this really dramatic scene. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, just sometimes they did. I don't think they really were matching up the actual, Western
they don't know
songs
the meanings
with, of the songs.
Yeah.
It wasn't matching. But okay. Sorry.
But at the same time, you see in this episode that she gets her face scraped because she saves the second male lead from getting run over by the male lead on the sidewalk. They haven't even met yet. Like, nobody's met each other yet. But she falls to the ground, scrapes her face, and the second male lead, Tae-yoon, is up in arms. He's just
but your face is her face is so precious to him all of a sudden.
Yes. And he's like so bandaging her up, and they're so intimate. He's like blowing on her face real close, and so scared that it's gonna scar, concerned about her. I think he says at one point, let them get the wrong idea. If a scandal breaks out, we can just marry.
Mm-hmm. He was like, I don't. Yeah, he doesn't care. He says things like this to her, not knowing, I guess, that she has any feelings for him. But it's so obvious on our end. We can see how she's reacting to every little thing that he says, every little thing he does, every little touch. Because he's very handsy with her.
So
he'll hug on her.
Even today. They are nowhere near as handsy as he is with her. Yeah.
Yes, he was so handsy with her. It was like, okay, calm down. Okay. Let her go.
Stop touching on her.
Always touching her. And she's always like, flinching at this because she likes him and she
likes him. She wants him to touch her, but it's never a romantic.
In that way. Yeah.
In that way. Exactly. He tucks her into bed and starts singing Love Me Tender.
Tender. Yes, again, beautifully sung.
Cringe-tastic.
Beautifully sung. Loved it. Loved it. It was so bad.
It was so bad. But anyway, they finally meet. So the male lead and the female lead meet. And he promptly sells her into a strip club / human trafficking.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's
bad. And
I
was even that scene. I was like, strip club?
I was like, wait a minute.
Yes, I was like, a gentleman's club?
I didn't remember this at all.
Exactly. I was like, this is a big moment here. I was like, there was actual
because she's
like booty cheeks showing on the stage when they get in there. I was like, wait a minute, guys.
Yes.
This is K-drama 2004.
Exactly. It's so much more like rated R, PG-13 than the dramas even today, I would say.
Absolutely.
His buddies who are running the scammed her. He didn't scam her personally, but he still scams
her by selling her off.
But he feels some type of way because she's Korean.
Yeah.
And so he's Korean. Mm-hmm. So he's kind of like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know. He feels some type of way.
He feels sorry
He finds her luggage getting thrown about in the streets, dismantled by his friends. He sees her passport. And he sees who she is, her name and everything. And he actually comes back, circles back, and rescues her.
From the place he sold her off
From the place that he got her into. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they spend the night outside on a literal cardboard box.
Because he's homeless.
She
even has a moment. She's like, you don't have a home you don't have a home to go back to? Like, she literally is like, guy, I was following you all day because I thought you were going to take me somewhere safe.
She's like a stray dog at this point.
She's a stray dog, and she's just hovering behind him the whole time, and he's just walking ahead of her.
He
doesn't say anything to her, and she's just following him like a puppy. And then when they get to their destination, it's a cardboard box. It was sad. It was actually kind of sad. I was like, because I didn't know he was homeless either, to some extent, because the way we met him, I knew he was a scammer.
I didn't immediately think this man doesn't have a roof over his head.
I did not think that at all. So I was like, wait, he doesn't have a place to take her back to? It's just like this cardboard box. But yeah.
It was bad. Like, it was like all kind of bad. But like on this evening, during the night, she calls out for her mom because she's so scared shitless and she's freezing cold at night. And when he hears this, he kind of turns over and just immediately hugs her and cuddles with her. And she's like, get off of me.
Yes.
I have a husband and children.
That is very common in 2004 melodramas when a woman is in this position, this kind of like risque position with the male lead, and then she immediately goes to, I'm married, I have a husband. And it's like, is that
exactly
enough?
In Somerset, she does that too.
That's what I'm thinking of, exactly in Somerset scene.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they spend the night like cuddling for warmth and just tenderness or whatever, and you're kind of like, okay, where the hell is this going to go? Yeah, you will not expect what happens next because the girlfriend that taught Soji Sub how to speak Korean, getting married to some mafioso because she is apparently a gold digger.
She just wants money.
She's just wants money.
Love isn't enough. I can't live. I can't eat love. I need money. Yeah, like
she does say that.
She literally said something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's crestfallen but super angry at her. He steals the bride, vows if we can't get married, then let's die together.
It was Thelma and Louise.
So dramatic. Yes, it was going to be a Thelma and
Louise. He had them at the edge of a cliff in the car. He was like, I'm going to gun it.
And again, at any given point, you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
What is going on?
Yes. He takes her back to the wedding, though.
Which was surprising to me. I was like, what made him...
Which was really strange, but like, they go through with the wedding. Oh, he initially came in saying that if she didn't make any more kimchi. Talking about she's got to make more kimchi. And
that comes up again.
Really found a lot of meaning in that.
It comes back.
Kimchi is exclusively Korean.
Yeah. Exclusively. And this woman that he has lashed onto like a mother bird taught him Korea, is his closest tie to Korea, to be honest, in Australia. And then attaching kimchi on top of that, it just gave him being connected to Korea.
He's losing his
connection. Losing it. He was getting severed from it again. Yeah. He was to this white man. I mean, to be honest.
To like some white dude that I don't even know. Like Jason, I think was his name.
It was Jason. His name was literally Jason. Jason was stealing her away from him. Literally.
Yeah. So she says, I didn't get to make any more before I left because they were literally, I guess, living together right up until the wedding that was suddenly thrust upon him. Like, it was wild behavior.
Yeah, because when he found out she was getting married, he was buying her a dress with the money he had just scammed off of somebody. He literally was like shopping for her, like getting ready to have this pretty woman moment where the sales clerk was like, that's really expensive. You can't afford that kind of thing.
Yeah, the pretty woman moment.
Yeah, the pretty woman moment. And then she's in there dress shopping.
Yeah.
For her wedding. Yeah. And he's like, wait, what is
going on? Like he finds out simultaneously that she's been cheating on him, plus she's imminently getting married to some other guy.
And she invites him to the wedding.
She invites him to the wedding, and that's when he steals her and like the kimchi and all that stuff. He delivers her back. The goofiest looking assassin with a literal forehead tattoo and a black leather jacket pulls a gun and starts shooting the groom and the wedding party, and the male lead, Soji Sub, dives and tries to shield the bride. My favorite thing is you see all the bullets hitting all over. You see it hitting glassware. You see it hitting everywhere. And I'm shocked that this lunatic managed to get 2 headshots into Soji Sub. Not 1, 2.
2. And even the fact that he was this man, this assailant, the fact that he was just casually drinking during the wedding, mind you, he was
outside. He was up the road.
He was up the road. Then comes into the wedding, is literally drinking with the forehead tattoo. And this is the mafia.
Nobody thinks anything of it.
No one was concerned about this dude.
Where's the security?
Where's the security? This is mafia stuff. Like, I was like, dude, you're getting married. You're in the mafia. Like, you don't have people watching.
Jason has the worst security of all time. Jason. Fire everybody.
It was so funny. I was like, this is a joke. Like,
it was goofy.
Able to shoot up the entire wedding.
Soji Sub gets 2 bullets in the head. 1 is still lodged, The doctors are saying you might experience personality changes. It's an unclear lifespan. Obviously, he has very little time to live.
Very little. And they say like they would have tried to remove it, he would have died instantly. So the bullet that was technically kind of like keeping him alive at this point. But of course, throughout time or over time, it was going to gradually, not even gradually, it was going to slowly kill him.
He's living on borrowed time. The Jason mob boss groom guy is out to kill him because he's still on pretty good terms with the bride. The bride literally, the ex-girlfriend, wife, or whatever, packs a carry-on for him.
Yep.
And tells him, I booked you a flight to Korea, get the fuck out.
She also gave him lots of money.
Lots of money, obscene amounts of money. She's like, this is going to last you a lifetime. Don't die here like a dog and go back to Korea is I think what she tells him.
Yeah, she does.
Which there's a lot there. I feel like even in that sentence of, if you're Korean, why die on foreign soil? Go back to Korea and die in Korea.
Yeah. And then
with some dignity.
Yeah. And even, like her calling him dying there like a dog, that idea of being a lost puppy, at least if you're back in Korea, you at least can say you're at home. You're in home, So I feel like that was interesting too, to make him, again, appear like this lost dog, lost puppy.
Yeah. We cut to, we're in Korea. This female lead is in some sort of like Brand Smart USA looking place, which don't even exist anymore.
I miss Brand Smart.
Literally like a video store. Yeah, like
Brand
a tech
Smart.
store.
I love those places.
So nostalgic for that. So she's nostalgic. There running lines in front of a camera because she has like a low key aspiration to be an actress. Which they never pick it up again. Never. She's running lines, and it's Romeo and Juliet.
Yep. Tragedy. The tragic.
That should give you a clue.
It tells us what it is. It tells us in the story. It tells us.
It tells you the literal end of the show right there, because she's reciting Romeo and Juliet in episode 2. He meets the twin sister, who is...
Well, I guess we should probably also mention that the minute he arrives into Korea, he goes onto a TV show about Korean adoptees. And it's like a show where they're like interviewing people who are back in Korea after being adopted, and they're looking for their family. So this is their way of getting kind of pushed to the forefront so that if their family sees them, they can connect them with their family. Yeah, one of the people that are watching them is his nephew, this little boy who is absolutely a star. So good. Talk about amazing performances.
I love him.
Always has. Always will. Yes. Gachi was the best. I mean, so he's like watching this TV show because his mother is Soju Sub's character's twin sister. Of course, they don't know that yet, but he knows she's adopted. So he's watching this show to see if he could ever find any information for his mother so that she can be reconnected with her family. So again, Gauchi right there from the beginning, you're like, he is just the sweetest little boy, looking out for his mom and trying to find her family. And so when he sees that, I think, Soju Sub's character has this ring on this necklace that he, has since he was adopted. He sees that it looks similar to what his mom has. And so he starts to take note, like, this man might possibly be related to my mom. But yeah, that's kind of how we get to the point where he gets connected to his twin sister.
Because they have the same necklace. And unfortunately, she got hit by a car when she was 7 years old outside of the orphanage. And now she's developmentally challenged. She's stuck at like a child's age, right, in her head. So she's disabled.
Yes.
But she has a child.
She has a little boy. Complicated
already. And I wonder why they never tell us, like,
what happened.
Happened.
I want to say it's almost implied, though, when they had that big, that scene that was really hard to watch. There, I mean, I was like, this is one of the hardest parts of this drama. I'm going to be honest. I did not like that scene at all. So I forgot about it. So when it came up again, I was like, oh, I hate this. Yes, I think that was kind of implied, I think, that this happens to her in the neighborhood. She's kind of always falling victim to these thugs, as they call them. And then for her just to have a son, you kind of like, I think that
it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, and you definitely have to rub your two brain cells together to figure it out.
Yeah, to put that together.
Guess what happened there, because they never do explicitly say who Kalji's dad is.
Exactly.
He goes to visit the mom's house because he figures out who his biological mom is. And the female lead, like you said, rents out the basement with her family. The mom works as a housekeeper. Yep. The father is some sort of driver for them.
The father.
Let's talk about the dad.
Let's just take a minute.
Let's just take a minute and talk about this family, because what the fuck is that dad?
He was the worst. He was the actual villain. He was the actual villain of the story. I did not realize that he was the actual villain. Like, he's the villain of the story.
Yes.
Not the mom, not the mother.
It's not the mother.
Not the mother. She's a victim in this as well.
Yes.
I mean, he was the worst part of this drama. The fact that he was the reason why the twins were put up for adoption in the first place. And then to keep it to himself the whole time.
The whole freaking time.
I was so mad at the end when that reveal happened to Soju Sub's character and Moo-hyuk. And he kind of just like, I'm sorry.
That's all he says. He's like, well, I'm sorry.
I'll repent for this for the rest of my life. I'm sorry. Like, dude, we're in episode 16. You're just now telling me?
Like, the thing is, that dad, even from Jump, like the early episodes, he goes to pick up the female lead from something. I can't even remember what it is. And he asks the second male lead, Chae-yoon, about her. He's like, what does she like to eat? What does she like to do?
He doesn't even care about his own daughter.
And he says to himself, he's like, I don't even really know her.
No. Yep. Because he cares only about his actress, who he works for. Like,
he's in love with her.
He's obsessed with her.
They do not say that in the show.
They do not.
He is fucking in love with the actress mother.
It's disgusting the way he is with her. It's disgusting. Mind you, she's she's like a 50-something-year-old woman, and he calls her like she's a little girl still. And it's like, she's not a little girl. Stop calling her that. I mean, it's just way he talks to her, the way he's like, I just think it was best for her. This is what's best for her. Her, this. Like, she doesn't.
He was constantly hovering around her. Had some weird job description that they said it was a driver. I was like, this is not a driver.
He's not a driver.
Constantly with her.
He was like her, just like, I mean, and what did she call him?
Strange.
Because she would call him something too that was like, would she call him Oppa? Like, I don't even know. It was just like,
I think it was Oppa. Yeah, I think she called him Oppa.
You're calling him Oppa. Like, it was just something about their relationship that I was like, this does not sit well with me, but you don't even know your own daughter. You know all about her, but you don't know about your own daughters. Okay, got it.
It was foul. It was foul. And I thought on second watch that the writers seemed to be implying that they were siblings.
Really?
Because the father of the twins, so the father of the male lead and his twin sister, were abandoned. The father is supposed to be some director. Married with children. Married with a family of his own. And I was like, oh, okay. They never show the director. They never say who it is. They never like reveal who it is. And I was like, was it the dad? Was it the female lead's dad?
I don't think it was.
Or was he just obsessed with her in the same way that his daughter was obsessed with Chae-yoon, the second male lead?
I think it's definitely the former, latter, because I think that especially towards the end there when he is like with the reporter guy who was also a little bit of a villain of the story. Another villain of the story, to be honest. Like, I mean, when he was sitting and talking to him at the very end about like, why didn't you release the book kind of thing? I feel like that was true about the director situation. I mean, which revealed to me his love for her. I thought it was best for her. And like, so you thought it was best for her to take her children from her, children that aren't yours. You know what I mean? Like they weren't. Actually, no, I don't think so. I don't think
now that we're talking it through, I don't think they were okay. But it's okay. He's like peeing outside the house, going back to episode 3. The male lead is like peeing outside the house. The female lead thinks that he has come from Australia all the way to Korea to see her. She's like delusional.
Yeah, she's like, you can't. Why would you come all the way to Australia for me? Like, he didn't, sweetheart. He did not.
Yeah, and the old man that you mentioned, that reporter, I feel like this is a weird character that probably wouldn't exist
in today.
Right.
Yes,
if the drama was made today.
Completely agree.
Because it was super random, super like hodgepodge together. The reason why he had this vendetta against
wasn't even a good reason. The final scene of the drama.
Literally in the last 10 minutes, they tell you like why he was mad at her, and it was like she stole his sister's husband back in the day, and then a few years later the sister committed suicide, and it was like, okay, what?
I completely agree. Like that was a character that they completely kept baiting, like he was going to do something, like, oh, he's going to be the one that reveals this, that does this, that he was to tell-all book he was going to be, he was
the
writing.
Tell-all book is that's also like really dated.
So dated. A tell-all.
A tell-all book. A physical book.
So dated. Oh my God.
Like nowadays it would just be
you put it out
on the internet.
Online. Yeah, you put it out online. Yeah, you just get it and everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's going viral, this news. Yeah,
it would just go viral online versus him literally selling the book.
Remember he was like collecting pictures to put in his book for the tell-all.
I was like, oh my God. And then he's just so disgusting of a person.
He's not helpful. He's not. I'm like, they're living. Are they living next to him or living in his house?
It was unclear if he was living with them or next to them. But they were literally living in squalor. It was one of those tenements.
Yes. And he was not helpful. Like the stuff he would say when Gauchi was like, my uncle is dying, basically. And he was just like, no, he's not.
He was like, no, he's not.
Yeah, he's fine. He's okay. I mean, the little boy is crying his eyes out. You know, it was just like, he was not a nice guy. He was not a good guy at all.
I have to say, the love triangle, is it even a love triangle?
I don't think it is.
It was, especially because everyone's threatening to kill themselves every 5 minutes.
I noticed that in the very episode one, starting in episode 1, we get constant moments of our two male leads specifically threatening to kill themselves or kill each other. I mean, die with the love of their life that they love so much. It's like, why are you threatening death or suicide? Like, I hated that from the beginning because
and again, if this is your thing, then trigger warning, don't watch the show. But it was constant. And I feel like that is sprinkled throughout the shows of this era of the early aughts, is taking things to the extreme.
That is mellow for the
being
they love
so dramatic over everything. Each of the leads are like, if you don't love me, I'm going to kill myself.
I'm going to kill myself. Yes. Every second.
Especially the second male lead. Especially him.
He literally jumps in the water, guys.
He literally jumps in the water. He can't swim.
He's literally trying to kill himself, guys. He's literally trying to kill himself.
It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And it's not even like just... It's always freezing water. It's always a hit trip to the hospital. Everything is life or death.
And I hate that. And I hate that because that is just like the drama itself is already about life and death. Like they're literally, the male lead is dying. Every single moment we watch
it's like embarrassing.
Yes.
It's embarrassing to see. Like the male lead, Soju doesn't do it.
He doesn't.
After he knows that he's going to die. But he never threatens like, oh, I'm going to kill myself. But the second male lead is constantly
doing it.
Yeah.
And it's just so frustrating when you're like, people are literally dying. It's like, Kim, people are actually dying. You know, like they're
like, be serious.
Yes, be serious. There are people who are actually sick and dying right now. And you're mad because the girl won't answer your text message. No, calm down.
Oh my God. But speaking of text messages, how awesome was it to see flip phones?
They were great.
With charms on them.
The charms.
Ringtones.
The ringtones. Oh my gosh. I even like just like seeing them like type out in those buttons and the sound. I'm like, oh. The good old days. It was really nice to see. It was.
Yeah. There's so much complexity to the relationship between the brothers, even before they know that they're brothers. The male lead, Soju plays like this pickup game in the hospital, which has a basketball court for some reason.
After he saved him from drowning. Almost drowning.
He saved him from drowning. And he's in the hospital recuperating. They play this one-on-one. And the male lead is like, you don't have a brother, right? Want me to be your Hyung?
Yep.
Which is like a, honorary kind of position. And he says, okay, fine.
Sure, you saved my life, so yeah, you could be my Hyung now. Like, that's how they become
And it's as simple
brothers.
as that.
Simple as that.
Where he ingratiates himself with, at this point, who we think is his biological half-brother.
Yes, we think this is his half-brother, guys.
Yes.
The whole way through, you think this is his half-brother, guys.
Half-brother. He teaches the second male lead how to swim.
Yep.
He lets him drown a little bit.
He lets him die a little bit and then, brings him back to life. That's how close they are as brothers.
Soju Sub is just, the whole thing is just unhinged. Like, this revenge plot.
It's a plot for
It's a wreck.
It's a wreck. It's not a very good revenge story. At all. He literally lets him drown a little bit, resuscitates him, and then is washing his back in the showers afterwards.
Right.
It's like,
but this guy, like, you can see that he hates the success. He hates their love. He hates that the family, his mom and the brother are so close. They have an unhealthy
relationship,
closeness,
which makes the reveal at the end a lot more like,
what the hell?
That's what I was picking up on the entire drama. That's what I was picking up on.
Because the mom is obsessed with him.
With her son. She's obsessed with her son.
She's son. Constantly doing promos with him where they look like they're a couple together.
Doing duets on stage together.
She is like kicking all the time next to him.
So why are they sleeping in the same bed?
Sleeping in the same bed?
I don't know about that.
Like, it's so questionable. It's super questionable.
Like, there's even a moment where she like spanks him.
Yes.
In the bed. I'm like, inappropriate. I know that's your son, but he's like, how old is he?
He's in his 20s.
And you're sleeping in bed with him, spanking him. It was not. Yeah,
it's so problematic, the relationship. But then the male lead sees all of this, and he's like, this should be mine. Mm-hmm. This should be me. I am also her son.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention, my twin sister and the nephew were dirt poor.
Living in squalor.
Squalor. So it is really the juxtaposition between them, which is constant throughout the show, where they're looking on toward this relationship, toward the mom, looking in through the giant glass window into the family room and stuff. And it is brutal.
It's hard to watch. Yeah, you can see.
It's hard to watch.
And like and I was making fun of the cat. We're making fun of the cap and the pull down moment. But like, there is that big pull down moment when he is in the car with them, like he's driving them. When he becomes his Hyung, he also becomes his manager.
Yeah,
his manager / driver.
Sorry,
yeah. And he is driving them back from somewhere, and she's like letting her son lay his head on her lap in the back of the car, and she's singing him a lullaby because he's sleepy or he's tired.
It's just he's so spoiled. He's such a baby.
And a literal baby.
He's having nightmares about ghosts at his big age. At his big age.
Ghosts. He's scared of ghosts. And he needed a little lullaby to go to sleep in the back of the car after a long, hard day of singing horribly. And then and then you have our Moo-hyuk character driving them and seeing them back there, and he hears her singing this lullaby to him, and he starts to tear up listening to his mom sing this song to her, her son. And then when they are getting out of the car or whatever, and she calls him, and he like takes a moment to like cover his face with the hat because he doesn't want them to see him crying. But even moments like that were really sad to have this revenge story. He's trying to get revenge on this mother and her son, also just kind of wishing that was him. He's like, if I could just have it be me, I wouldn't want revenge. Like, if I could just have her love me, I don't need this. I don't need to be a bad guy. I don't want to be the bad guy. If I could just have her. And I think that's what was frustrating to get to the end. It was like, he never got to have her.
Yeah, he never had that. He had proxy.
Exactly. Very much proxy mothers.
My.
That was my biggest problem with this story, was the mothering that the other women had to become.
Literally. Because that is, the female lead is very motherly. She's very warm. She's very caring. He's drawn to that. He's drawn to all of the times that she thinks of other people other than herself. She's crying due to this love triangle, this love square, whatever you want to call it, in the streets, literally crying in the streets. And he's following her from across the street, and he sees her stop because there's a lost child, and she's like drying her tears. Like, and trying to like figure out what to do with this child and get the child to the parents. And she takes it upon herself. She does this good deed.
She's always like that. He sees her do that multiple times. We have multiple scenes when she is basically in the middle of the street doing something. And then at the same time, he sees her taking care of someone else or something else. In one case, it's a stuffed toy dog that he bloodied.
We have to talk about the other half of this revenge story, which is not just him getting close to the family and trying to, sabotage or whatever. The sabotage also manifests in he literally seduces the second female lead,
who is technically the one that our Yoon is in love with.
I don't know if this would even fly today.
You don't think so?
I don't think this would even fly.
The seduction,
the seduction. He literally bought an office-style condo in the same building as her to try and basically have these mysterious run-ins with her in this stupid getup. He slicks back his hair. He puts on this fake pencil mustache, and then he wears
tinted glasses,
tinted yellow sunglasses at all times. And this is his costume. This is his disguise, because she obviously sees him as a manager next to Chae-gyun, the second male lead. So every time she sees him, he does some crazy, it's not even crazy, it's just like random mysterious thing. He says something to her that piques her interest.
The best one is when they first meet, though. And he says this, if you get involved with me, it's going to be till death. And like, literally, he says that. He's like, she's like, don't cross the line. Because if you cross the line, when you get involved with me, it's going to be till death. And he's like, literally, because I'm dying, so like, it's going to literally be till death. But it was a bit much. And she's supposed to be like a reformed, cheater at this point, because she's technically at this point dating Chae-yoon. So she's like kind of thrown away her old ways. So when he's like taunting her and like kind of, trying to seduce her, and she's kind of like, absolutely not. That's not me anymore. I don't want this. But she's obviously still falling into his trap, because she was a sucker for it. She really was.
I did not like her character only because towards the later episodes, she had nothing to do.
She was just walking around like at some
useless.
Point. Yeah. Him calling her to take her to Jeju-do, and then actually her just ending up leaving it. I was like, that was a waste of character right there. That was a waste.
Because it's not like he couldn't have paid for it himself.
Yeah, he could have got there.
He could have got there.
He could have got there to Jeju-do if he wanted to. Like, he didn't need her to take him.
No.
And then as soon as she gets there, she's calling, he's here, come get him.
Yeah, like, she's like, come get your man. Because
come get your man. Like, I can't do anything for him. He doesn't want me.
He don't want me.
He took off the mustache. Like, he doesn't want me anymore. When he had the mustache on, he wanted me, okay? He doesn't have the mustache anymore. Yeah. It's pretty bad. Yeah.
Let's talk about the mom a little bit, because I forgot about the moment that she has a little hissy fit at the local restaurant that's serving blood sausage.
Yes.
And the owner is kind of like a low-class establishment, doesn't have good sanitary methods, and the lady serves the soup, putting her thumb in the soup and serves it.
At the table.
Yeah. She loses it.
She's like, I would never eat here. Like, how dare you bring me here to eat this?
That lady, the restaurant owner, throws blood sausage all over her. I miss how much food was thrown around in this show.
That's so true. They don't do that anymore.
They do not do that anymore. The mom got milk. Blood sausages. Milk.
You gotta throw the food sometimes. You have to throw it.
I'm like, that is classic. Where did that go?
But then her hissy fit turned into Moo-hyuk's hissy fit. Like, he actually threw a worse hissy fit.
Because there is so many competing feelings here.
And
he wants to please her.
And I thought that was going to be a moment. I don't know. I even think me watching this the second time, I didn't remember. I was like, oh, is this a moment where she's going to actually like, oh, I like this guy. He's kind of like me. He's a little mean like I can be. I thought that was going to be a little moment that they were brought further together. But no, not at all. And I kept waiting for that to happen. I think again, it was like, oh, there's got to be a moment where he gets a little bit from her, because that's his mom, right? Like she's got to have a little bit. But like, you never see that with him. And that was hard for me. I was like, come on, give him something. He's dying. And we got nothing. He got nothing.
He doesn't have anything. God, give him a little something. The female lead goes back to clean up the restaurant because, of course, Seo-ji-sub ripped it all apart like a gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
She stays overnight, but she was sick. Like, starting the day, she was already feeling feverish and sick. And he goes back to this small town that they were at filming earlier. He takes care of her all
and she's
long.
That's the other thing. She just knows someone took care of her through the night when she was sick.
And I was like, oh my God, this is classic.
Classic!
This is classic. Yeah. Yeah.
That the male lead actually cares about her.
No. I hated that she also was like, Chae-yoon,
thank you.
You saved my life. Like, I was like, okay, settle down. It was just a high fever. Like, it was not, you were not gonna die.
She said she was gonna die. She literally thought she was gonna die.
She really thought. I love the cliffhanger endings though.
They're the best.
I miss cliffhanger and so this male lead is there as she's pouring her heart and saying thank you to Chae-yoon for taking care of her all night and saving her life and all this stuff. And the male lead is there. You think he's going to say something or it's just going to end on him looking sad or whatever, forlorn. No. He looks up and then into frame pops his camera phone. Because he takes a photo of them hugging. I lost it.
I loved it. It was like a freeze frame of him holding up the phone in front of his eye.
And you're just like,
and he just like takes the picture. It's like so dramatic. I've never seen someone pressing a phone button be so dramatic. It was just like a press of a button. And we knew it was going to be bad times for our Chae-yoon because he was going to use that, a scandal upon him. And he does. He does get a scandal out of that.
They do break the scandal, I think, in the next episode. And the mom is shown to be a classist.
Very much so. Because
she is insulting the female lead and, this is going to ruin Chae-yoon and all this stuff.
He can never be with you. Yeah,
never be with her and all this stuff because they're unequal. She's of a lower class than he is.
He's a celebrity.
He's a celebrity. Yeah. Her dad finally sticks up for her in that moment. And I was like, okay, the only positive thing that he did
time
in the entire show. Also in this episode, the twin sister gets sexually assaulted in the street, which is, I think, that moment that you were referring to earlier that was really gut-wrenching.
It was hard. Oh, that was hard. I hated that moment. But it was a moment that for the Moo-hyuk character, it was his moment to really see that this is his family. He wants to take care of his family. He wants to have this family in a way. And I thought that was a good turning point for his character, at least when he finally kind of took in his twin sister and his nephew as like, these are my people. These are my folks. These are my people. And I can at least say I have them. And I thought that was a really good part of that, to come out of that horrific moment for her.
Because it was horrible.
It was horrible.
It was a really...
She's scrubbing her skin.
Yeah, like it and everything. It was...
They don't do stuff like this anymore.
They don't do that anymore.
This was really rough, guys. When I and that's why, like, let's talk about how bad this was.
Let's talk about it, because she gets assaulted on the street by a couple of thugs who kissed her. What they say is they
sexually
kissed
assaulted
her.
Yeah, sexually assaulted her.
When she said no. They did not say sexual assault.
They didn't say the words,
term
no.
sexual assault. No.
They said kissed her. They kissed her.
Yeah. And then the police came before it got more serious. That is a direct quote.
Direct quote from the old man who is the worst.
The worst.
He's unfazed. And he's saying this in front of her son.
Her son,
who's distraught, crying.
He is crying.
He is, which I love.
Uncontrollably. He
I know
is
that sounds
inconsolable about how his mother was
assaulted.
She was assaulted in broad daylight.
And I have to say this, I thought that was wonderfully done, and I think this does not happen as much as it should anymore with K-dramas, but like a child character and such a dark kind of twisted story, being like experiencing emotions as a child. Like he was taking care of his mother, a lot of the drama, that is true, but they still allowed his child character to be a child and like was allowed to cry and get upset and to be sad about things, as opposed to like, I'm just going to be strong. I have to do this because my mom needs me. Like he would cry to his mom, even though she wouldn't be very helpful. He would still cry to her. And I think that they need to do that more with child characters these days.
They're like too mature.
They're too mature. Let them be a little child. So I did really appreciate that. Like, as much as he was a very mature, little boy, he still was a child at times. And they kept reminding us, this is a child dealing with these really harsh situations.
Right, like he didn't go to school.
He didn't go to school. He couldn't go to school. They tried to enroll him in school, couldn't get him to school. Like, it was really sad. But
it was rough. And the old man, like we were saying, we always talk shit about this old man in this episode, but like, he was unfazed. He said, it's sometimes. No big deal. This happens sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And the male lead is torn up. Soji sub goes in as she's taking a bath. She's taking a bath like a giant bucket.
Bucket tub,
with all of her clothes on.
Still on. And she has the little exfoliating, what do they call them? Like the little mittens that they use when they scrub.
Like a scrub pad?
Yeah. And she's scrubbing her face.
Scrubbing the shit out of her face.
She's scrubbing her
It's
her
like
neck.
A Brillo pad.
Yes, a Brillo pad. And she's scrubbing her neck and her chest. And you can see it's red all over.
She's hurting herself.
She's hurting herself because she feels disgusting because of what just took place, and she's trying to scrub all of that off. And so you're watching this, and he's watching this too, and I was just like, he is
so emotional.
He's
but trying to keep it together.
Yes, because he comes down to her and he tells her, like, "Do you want me to help you?" He asks her, like, "Do you want me to help you?" And originally, I think I thought he was going to go after the thugs, like go find the guys that did it. Yeah. But instead, what he does is he ends up scrubbing her for herself. Like he takes because she was hurting herself. Yeah. She was actually hurting herself. And I like that he took it upon himself. Like, obviously she wants to feel clean. She wants to do this at this time. So instead of me telling her to stop it or like, don't do that, he takes over and does it less forcefully, obviously, you know? So I was like, that was just like a very nuanced
He's
moment.
So tender with her.
So tender.
And he apologizes for yelling at her because he yelled at her earlier. He's constantly, like in the earlier episodes,
yelling,
trying to reconcile, like, how do I even treat her? Because it is frustrating to deal with in a fully grown adult, but she's not. She's a child, you know, basically. And he's frustrated with their entire lot in life. And he yells at her for little things. So he apologizes. And he promises to never do it again. And then he helps her take a bath with like a soft cloth instead. The quote is, "I'll wash it all away."
Yep. I wash it all away.
It's these moments that make you really get on board with the male lead.
You do.
With
and
Soji
then he
Sub.
messes it up the next scene when he's screaming at her again.
And he constantly messes it up, like, because he does yell at her for like other things.
Yes.
It's not as constant, and he is much nicer.
Yes.
To her, not as severe. But this wouldn't happen.
It wouldn't.
This just wouldn't happen in a drama today.
Like
where someone is so obviously abusive to somebody that's disabled.
Exactly. And also they would be so abusive, and then it like, I feel like over time, they would just be a good guy. They would just be better. You know what I mean? He does not ever...
He relapses.
Never like, oh my gosh, he's the perfect male lead now. He's never good. He's never perfect. He's never a sweetheart to the 10th degree. Like, he's always troubled and rough around the edges and brutish all the way to the very end. And that, to me, is not normal anymore. It's like, no, and to think we followed that character from beginning to end. A character who was kind of like unchanging, and their bruteness and their kind of like, I mean, yelling to the very last episode, like yelling at folks, man. I mean, I feel like
he was slapping a kid on the subway.
The old ladies, he would like push old ladies away. It was rough. I was like, why are you so mean? Like, he was unruly.
Yeah. He's like an animal.
It was. And it was all the way to the end. They would do a drastic shift and they would become this like little angel by the end. He's gonna be the way that he's gonna be. I mean, it just is what it is.
And granted, he is brain damaged. I know that's like tough to like keep in the back of your mind, but yeah, he is brain damaged. Yeah, he's got a bullet in his brain
and he's writhing in pain.
Writhing in pain every episode.
He's vomiting. He's bleeding profusely. Yes. Not just like a nosebleed. I mean, bleeding profusely from his nose and his mouth at times. He was holding his mouth when she was talking to him, and there was just blood everywhere. I was just like, I can't do this. I was like, I can't do this. I cannot do this. It was really, and it's like the acting was top tier because I had the hardest time watching him. Like, it was so bad. Those pain scenes when he was, like I said, writhing in pain and just like, or vomiting over a toilet. It was just like, this is hard to watch, guys. It was hard to watch.
So we get some more scenes of like they start liking each other, the male lead and the female lead. She's teaching him honorifics on the subway. Mm-hmm. And it is revealed that she loves Taehyun. She's loved him all her life.
She always
Taehyun has the worst reaction.
Like, what do you mean you are in love with me? That was his actual reaction.
Yeah. Yeah. And he tests her by telling her, oh, I love you. And then he runs downstairs wondering how her body is reacting. And he's like, why is your heart beating so fast? Yeah. He's upset by it. Genuinely.
But again, why would you do that to her? That's inconsiderate. If someone says is someone in
asshole.
love with you, yes,
they're all assholes.
It's horrible. The whole time. Everybody is. Everybody. There's like, where's the good guys, man? Where are the good guys?
I know. Yeah. There are no green flags in this.
No,
okay? Don't look for them.
One.
They're not here.
Not one.
She says at this point, when I look at him, referring to the male lead, I feel like I'm looking at myself. He is shy, awkward, and can't quite express his feelings right. I feel sorry for him.
Oh, yep.
And then she announces she's going to travel to Africa. She's going to move away to Africa.
what was that about?
What the hell is that?
Yeah, she doesn't, guys.
She does not move to Africa. And of course, the next question is, what do you mean Africa? Where in Africa?
Where?
Africa is not a country.
They don't ever say what country she's moving to.
They don't ever say. They just say like Africa. She wants a place where she's not going to hear any news of Korea. Okay, fine.
We'll let you have that. But other than that, no. Mm-hmm. You didn't say a country. So there was nowhere you were moving anywhere because you didn't even know where you were going.
He says to her, the male lead says to her, before you go, make kimchi.
See again. There it is again.
There it again.
Yeah, there it is. There's the kimchi reference. Because back to when you just mentioned how when they started liking each other, and when she was teaching him how to be, respectful and polite in his speech. And now that he's in Korea, even that scene again, and there's more scenes that follow that her taking on this motherly position for him. So her motherly position that she was already doing for Yoon starts to shift over to him. And so that was when I was just like, I felt sorry for her. Every time I just kept feeling sorry for her. I mean, even the ending reveals itself that because she has a moment with Yoon, I think maybe that same episode I think it was the same episode in the earlier when she's yelling at him that he's treating her like his mother. It's like, I'm not your mother. She says that.
Yeah.
It's a thing that keeps happening with Yoon, but she doesn't notice. It starts to kind of trickle, at least to me, over to Moo-hyuk as well.
She says, I can't make kimchi, but I can make radish kimchi.
Mm-hmm.
And he smiles. And I love that scene of him, like, he looks so disappointed.
That she said no to the
that
kimchi.
She said no. But then she says, well, but I can make radish kimchi. And then he's like, oh my God. She said, yes, I'm going to get kimchi.
I'm getting kimchi.
Homemade kimchi.
And so his mother actually stayed. Like, now he has a mother. I mean, because then the next scenes are basically these montages of like her basically moving in with him and moves in like a mother figure again. Yeah. So I'm like, there is this moment where it's like, that's how we're supposed to know that this is love for him. Like, why wouldn't he fall in love with a woman who's like his mother? Right? Like, that's what it reveals.
The mother he never had.
That mother that he never had. Why wouldn't he fall in love with her? I mean, it's the love that he had from his ex back in Australia, like the same kind of love he had for her, I believe. Give me kimchi. She's actually stepping in, helping me, making this home with me. Like, she started teaching them all how to read and like write their letters and stuff like that.
Literally.
And even when like the little one, Gao-chi, he's not enrolled in school. So she's like, oh, I need to go help him get enrolled.
She tries to enroll him, yeah.
She becomes his mother.
The twin sister and the diamond ring debacle.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
It was so hard to watch. Because
it was hard to watch.
This is her mother.
Mm-hmm. It's so bad.
Sad. So sad.
The mother calls her like a freak. It's an entire thing. The cops get called. And the female lead is literally just sitting outside letting this all happen.
Mm-hmm. She does not
I
storm
really
in. I was shocked by that.
Did not understand that at all.
I was shocked. Because she's known to always kind of step in and help. And this was the time when she didn't do that. And so when he comes and sees her doing, like, standing outside, he's like, are you kidding me? He looks at her.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? And I think it was also just harder for him. That's their mother that's doing this, berating and belittling her child.
Yeah.
It's horrible to watch.
The prayer. Do you want to talk about the prayer?
Oh, the prayer. What episode was the prayer in?
So I have it down as episode 8. If you let me have her for the time I have left, if you let her comfort me for the time I have left, if you don't hurt me again, I could stop everything right now. The hatred, the anger, I'll let it all go.
Yes. The prayer. So I thought it was interesting because it came out of nowhere. There's no mention of God from the very beginning of the drama where like the male lead or anyone else is like, oh, why would God do this? Why would God allow this? Like there's no mention. And then all of a sudden we have this like prayer that came up be. And this prayer is, I guess, when it comes to be, it is during that time where he's actually getting the chance to have this like little happiness. He's getting this little piece of a pie that he finally is like, I'm finally getting a piece of the pie. Like I'm finally getting something. And he's living this little family life with his, sister and his nephew and this woman who has come in like a mother figure for him. And he's enjoying that. And so that's when he takes the time to like, oh, wait a minute. I don't want to die. I don't want this to be my life. I don't want revenge. I don't care about that. But happy life. Have this woman. And that's where that prayer comes from. But I just thought it was a little weird that a prayer showed up in the story, because that's what I mean when I said in the beginning that they threw that in there. I think they threw God into this kind of nihilistic view that the story is really presenting. But I think they could have set that up. We get a prayer from his mother for her son. Remember, she like says and
it's the same
type of yes. So it's like, where is these prayers coming from? When did they become religious? No one goes to church. Like this really kind of pessimistic, very depressing view of their lives at the time, and him grasping for straws, grasping for hope. And I it was sad. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was really sad when he had to feel the need to sit down and kind of like, okay, now I'm gonna throw up a prayer. When I realized, like, I actually want to live this little life that seems to be starting for me.
It's a consolation.
Yep. He's like, finally, can I have this? Like, please. He's like, I won't do the revenge stuff. Yoon is like, you got caught in your own revenge story. Like, this is good. You weren't good at it, Yeah. So I felt like that was also interesting. Like, he was praying, like, I won't do this bad stuff anymore, God, if you just give me this. And it's like, well,
he knows he's wrong.
Yeah, he knows he's wrong. He knows he's wrong. And he doesn't want to do it. He just wants his mom. And it turns into this revenge that, he doesn't want to really be putting forth, but he's wrapped up in.
Yeah. The second male lead drives his car off a cliff. I mean, it's the whole thing. He ends up in the hospital. He's got a heart condition. And the female lead goes catatonic.
I don't know.
The sister ends up saying Eun-chae hasn't eaten, hasn't slept, and is almost showing signs of autism.
Listen,
and I said,
I was like, that's translation error. Like, that cannot be
actual.
It has to be. I literally saw that and I was like, no, this isn't what she really meant. I know that.
It
can't be, right?
Yeah, I was
autism. Yeah, I was like,
we get the famous line though in this episode. Let's eat something. She's yelling to stop the car and she's very upset. He says, would you rather eat or kiss me?
Yep.
Would you rather eat or sleep with me? Would you rather eat or just live with me? Would you rather eat or would you rather die with me?
Oh! There it all is, guys.
Oh,
the infamous line. Yeah, that's the infamous
that's
line.
Infamous.
I mean,
when he started saying it, I was like,
this is it. Yeah, I was like,
this is right.
I said the same thing. I forgot when that scene happened. I forgot when that line happened. But when it came, I was like, this is it. I had a freak out moment. I was like, oh my gosh. It felt like I was.
Same.
Yes, here it is. When you get the die with me, I was like, yeah, I forgot. She doesn't know he's dying.
She doesn't know he's dying. But then, so I'm going to like skip to the next few episodes, which is basically he's actively dying. He goes to the hospital. And they scan him and they're like, yeah, you're actively dying. You have maybe 3 months left at most. That's maximum.
At most, yeah.
I love the scene where he's in the hallway and a dead body on a gurney passes
by, and he's staring down at that body, passes, and the person who's dead hand hits his hand.
Yes,
and he's just
touched by death
itself. Touched by death itself.
I was like, we don't get these like cheesy things anymore in K-drama.
I like them though. I'm not gonna lie. We're missing some of those. I think we need more of those these days, actually. Because I feel like some of the stuff is kind of just, it's too old. It's like it's said more than it's like giving, like these little moments that you show like that. Because someone would have came and said that. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? And so I miss those moments. But it was touched by death.
It's shown, not told. And the second male lead, the brother, is also dying. He's got a heart condition that was exasperated by the car accident. Yeah, he needs a heart transplant. And you're just like, oh, here we go. Because whose heart is going to become available?
Whose? The one who's dying? It is.
Yeah. And she is very wishy-washy because she doesn't like that this whole thing was exasperated. Yoon's condition was exasperated because she rejected him.
Yeah. She doesn't like that.
It leads up to this part where the male lead Soji Sub tells her, I will save Yoon, so don't cry. I can't stand watching you cry. You look as ugly as Shrek when you cry.
And she throws
That's
milk
2001. 2001
Shrek
is when Shrek was released. He says, I'll give my heart to Yoon, okay? I'll give my heart to Yoon, so will you be with me? And she, I think for a whole entire episode, she is fucking pissed.
She's
at him.
She was livid. I've never seen her like that. I mean, this entire time, she was this very, like we said, motherly, caring type of character. But for him, she completely shut off. She was like, I don't want anything else to do with you. Leave me alone. This is where we get the milk thrown. You know, like she was over it. And she thought he was mocking the situation because
she thought he was joking
because he's like, I literally will be dying. I have a heart to give to you. Calm down.
He said, I have 3 months to live. And she was like, yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah.
She didn't believe anything that he said.
At all.
Anything
it was
that
so
he said.
Frustrating. And that's what you were saying earlier. You were like, why in dramas where they're literally telling people stuff and the people are still like, I'm not going to listen, or I'm not going to say anything. It's like, guy just told you he's dying, he has 3 months to live, and you're still like, how dare you mock death? Like, he's not mocking death, he's dying. Like, he's gonna die.
Bitch, get it together. So there is a weird scene where he kisses her suddenly. He's like overcome and kisses her. And she's like, oh, is that what you wanted this entire time? And they go to a motel.
Yeah, this is what I have to do for you to give your heart to Yoon. Oh, well, I'll do whatever for him.
She starts like unbuttoning and stuff. And he's just like, bye. And he leaves, turns and leaves.
Never mind. Yeah. Because the problem is she keeps making it seem like, or at least to him, like, oh, I love you so much, I would do anything for him.
Yes, she kept saying that over and over.
Yeah, and like was like rubbing it in his face, and he's literally offering his heart for this man. And you're making,
and he was serious.
He was dead serious.
Yeah,
she wasn't buying it.
Anyway, so fast forwarding, the mom gets wind through Chae-yoon because Chae-yoon steals the X-rays out of the house, and then he finds out through the female lead's dad
who's
to go to the doctor. Where's Hippo? Where's privacy? Out the window.
Same thing with was it Somerset? I was like,
yes, Somerset. Same thing.
Same thing. Like, you're just giving people their records, medical records.
No, it's heinous. So everybody finds out except for her that he is dying.
Actually dying
with a bullet in his head.
He has a healthy heart.
The mom takes it upon herself to try and ingratiate herself with the family, buy gifts, send money, send fruit, medicine, and all kinds of things.
And medicine. All kinds of things. Oh, I just
herbal tea. Good for the heart.
For your heart.
Yes. The moment when he realizes that she's trying to buy the heart. Is such a gut-wrenching moment.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting behavior. And she knows it's disgusting.
She starts off by that. When she's talking to her oppa.
Yeah.
She's talking to her oppa. She's like, I don't care if you judge me. I don't care what you think about me. I will pay for my sins when I pay for them. But you know what? I have to do what I need to do for my son.
She's like, I know that parents will do anything for their sons, anything for their children, and they lose all sense of right and wrong. And she knew she was dead wrong for all of this. All of this. Later on, when he goes to confront her and says, oh, I signed up to be an organ donor and I'm going to give my heart to him. He says, oh, we're using all the things that you gave us.
And, we're enjoying them.
We're enjoying the clothes and we're enjoying the food. And thank you so much. And it breaks her down.
She hates it. She's like, she gets defensive. Then she's like, oh, you don't have to do this. Like, she almost goes into like, oh, but really? Why would you? Don't. I wasn't trying to do that. I promise.
She was like, I promise I would. That's not what it sounded like. It's not what it looks like. But it was. And he totally convicts her in that moment. Soji Sub showing up and being like, well, here, you got what you wanted.
And I also thought it was interesting that, and again, the play that the second half of this drama, since the prayer, started going with like the religious kind of connotations and kind of Christian moment.
She's like, I'm going to hell.
Yes, like that kept coming up, you know, like these moments. And even with his character, him being like, hey, I'm trying to do one good thing before I die. Like, because just in case, you know, like I could, you know, like.
So I can go to heaven.
So I go to heaven. Like, maybe if I do this one thing, I won't go to hell. And I think he actually says that at one point.
Yeah, he says that a few times. Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting that kept coming up towards the end after the prayer, after the episode 8 prayer.
Yeah. They play red light, green light a couple of times in the tenement house, and I thought that was nice to see in the wild because Squid Game has like taken it to a whole new level. It's completely recontextualized now, and I'm like, no, like this is
how you play it. Yeah, this is actually how you play it.
Yeah, it was really cute.
Yeah.
The fucking dad. So she finally finds out that he's dying, that Moo-hyuk is dying, and she's gonna go back to Taeyoon and tell him. It's over. Like, I'm not going to come and see you. I'm not going to be at your beck and call. I'm going to be with Moo-hyuk with whatever time he has left. And please let me go. And, you know, I've been so cruel to Moo-hyuk and all this stuff, the male lead. And the dad is like, you're not going anywhere. Manhandles her into the house, locks her into the room.
Locks her up.
My God. Unhinged behavior.
And we don't see that anymore. Locking people up in their rooms.
No. He's threatening divorce. He's threatening to disown the daughters, the other 2 sisters. If they open the door, he's off to find a new house for them. One of the sisters like, I have a job interview tomorrow.
Like,
I need to get in the room. He's like, you can't go to the job interview. The other sister's like,
don't
I have
let her
homework.
out.
Yeah. The other sister's like, I have homework. I have to go to school. He's like, you're not going to school.
Go to school.
And they're like, the mom's like, she hasn't eaten all day. How are we have to feed her.
She's going to die.
No, she can't starve. Eat nothing. She's going to, she had just like fallen down the stairs at Moo-hyuk's house. She had like scrapes all over her, blood. They're like, she's all hurt. We need to tend to her wounds. He's like, nobody's tending to her wounds. Nobody's going inside. What if she has to use the bathroom? She can't use the bathroom. It was unbelievable.
Because she was going to see Moo-hyuk. Like, that was literally the only reason he locked her up. The only reason. And I wonder why you're so up in arms about him. Because you have been lying the entire time. And you haven't been helping the cause when this man has been reunited with his mother, and you could have been like, hey, this is your actual son that I said was dead all those years ago. Like, why couldn't you have done that?
He's just so problematic. Like, I hate that dad. I hate that dad. I hate that dad.
I hated it.
Anyway, I do love the moment in episode 13 when they do meet up finally because she gets let out. And he was waiting for her in the rain.
And she's like, he's going to get sick. She was like, I have to go out there.
Yeah, I have to go.
Sick. Yeah, like,
he's outside. He's on death's door. And he can't be out in the rain.
Any more sickness.
Yeah. So they go to a motel and she kind of like washes his clothes. Again, very motherly thing to do.
Very motherly.
She's doing his laundry. And he is very gentle with her as he applies, again, just like the second male lead did earlier.
Those are her sons. Those are her sons that to also take care of her at times, it sounds like, when she gets scrapes on her face.
Yeah. They kiss. They've kissed like several times by now, but he's like wrapped in a quilt with no shirt on. I was like, oh, if I have an early aughts type,
it's that.
It's Soji Sub wrapped in a quilt. Yeah, I was like, oh, he looked too fine. Because they ditched the hat in like the last few episodes. And
they
I was
did,
like, yes,
which was great.
We needed this.
Great. This was great when they got rid of the hat. I miss the mustache.
You know what? Matter of fact. Oh my God. But anyway, so I'm going to speed round through the last few episodes because we find out, Chaeyoung finds out, he gets mad about everything, all of the truth that comes out. He drops one last truth bomb, which is he's adopted.
He's the one that's adopted. Their mother that they're fighting over to some extent isn't his real mother.
No.
He was adopted by her.
She's been acting a fool
over this man who's not her biological child. Who she was laying in bed with is not
giving sponge baths to at his big age.
That is not her biological child.
That's not her child.
Interesting. You don't say.
It was the biggest shock. There's lots of birth secrets in here, and
that's the biggest one.
That's the biggest
one. That is the biggest one. And that scene, though, like I said, that was the scene I mentioned at the beginning when I said I loved Kyoung-ho's performance in that scene when he's like through tears, like kind of detailing this. But then he also says for him, that's what makes him realize their mom, our mom here, isn't a villain. He's like, for her to love me like this and want to give up her life for, basically, like, to this person that isn't her blood, you know, like to me, that makes her someone who actually cares about people. So I want to tell her that you're her son, because I feel like she would embrace you. Like he even says
she would love you.
He would love you if she loved me and I wasn't even her son. You know, like
it's powerful.
It was beautiful. It was maybe my favorite scene out of the whole thing. Like that was my favorite moment. And then you have, you know, Soju Sub's character sitting there in shock.
Yes.
There's like, what did you say? He like looked at him and was like, come again? What did you come again? What did you say? It was a great scene. But I actually detailed something when I wrote this out. And I wrote out the part that I loved about it was that, you know, this is the reveal of like them both having been adopted. And then it was like one in Korea, obviously, and then one overseas. And then the beautiful part is that they are sitting and drinking soju, but not soju.
But not
because
soju.
They both are sick. They're both very sick, obviously.
Yes.
They're both at death's door, technically.
Literally.
And so Soju Sub has poured out the alcohol, the soju, and replaced it with water. And he's like, let's just drink this like we are drinking soju. And they're sitting in, you know, his little rundown house with his family. And they're sitting against the wall with these children elementary school kind of posters behind them. And so all of it, I was like, this is just giving two little boys, right? Like they are basically not able to drink alcohol. So they're portrayed as being young because they can't do that. And then they're sitting against these elementary school posters. And I just felt like my heart was breaking for them. I really felt that. I was like, this is that moment when I was like, okay, I was picking on them the whole time about them being so immature and so like little baby birds. And they're just like, oh my gosh, here they go, whining like immature little boys.
Yeah.
But then it was the realization, oh, they're little boys. Like, you
They
know,
are.
like, yeah, they are. Like it was actually really sad for me at that point. So yeah, one of my favorite scenes, hands down, by far.
The mom makes him ramen. Because he begs her to make him some food.
I was distraught. It's
I feel like seriously upsetting. Like the show gets more and more upsetting. Yeah. As you go on, it gets more and more upsetting. You do get that scene a little earlier because we're kind of past it now. But she writes, "I'm sorry, I love you."
Love you
on the bathroom mirror.
Yeah. Then and the thing is, I thought was cool about the title, "I'm sorry, I love you," was like that moment at the end where she's like screaming, I love you, I love you, I love you. She just keeps saying
like kind of can't help herself.
She's like, I love you, I love you, I love you. And then I realized like that's also the title of the drama, because she's like, I'm sorry, I love you because it makes it hard for you. And I'm sorry, I love you because it makes it hard for me.
Exactly.
And they were so beautiful, but she never says it to that extent to him. I'm sorry, I love you, but she just is saying I love you in a way that sounds like, dang it, I'm sorry that I love you. You know, like that's how she was saying it.
Yeah.
It was so good.
He calls her and says, blockhead, I'm sorry, I love you.
I love you. It was fine.
And he repeats it back to her because it's after she had written on the bathroom mirror. So you know that, or she knows that he saw it.
Yeah, he does love her. Because that's the thing. When she was screaming, I love you, he was non-responsive. He didn't say anything. But then also when he says, I was like, he's getting ready to die. You know,
it's almost over.
Coming. I was like, it's coming. It's
coming.
So
I vividly remember the final scene with him, which is him on the motorcycle.
Where did he get a motorcycle from? Someone please tell me, where did he get a motorcycle
Where did this come from? And then you see his nose bleeding profusely, dripping with blood. He's got the headband on again, like he did in Australia. It's almost like a two worlds colliding.
Yes.
Because he's got the look that he had in Australia, but then he's in Korea.
On a motorcycle.
God knows why.
Where he got it from.
Why, I don't know. And you assume that he crashed out on the motorcycle. Because
he was literally he was dying
losing
on the motorcycle.
consciousness.
He was literally dying on the motorcycle and speeding. So we can only imagine what happened. But we don't get to see the actual brutality.
No, we don't see that carnage. It fades to white. 1 year later, time jump.
1 year. 1 year later.
Obviously, Eun-chae got the part. He's doing well. He's on television. We hear that shit story from the reporter. And obviously his twin sister and the nephew are doing well. He left them a bunch of money in accounts that are in their name. And she is in Australia doing an epic rerun of their romp
of
when they first met.
Yeah, when they first met in Australia.
Yeah.
Yep. She's hitting all the highlights.
All the highlights. And we're getting the montages.
Yes, the montage.
And you're just like, oh my God, it's so emotional.
Oh, when he dropped me off and he sold me off at the Gentleman's Club.
Oh, when he sold me in a human trafficking
a ring.
Scam.
Oh my gosh.
Oh God. No, come on, girl. Anyway, so she goes to his grave and the grave says, I'm sorry, I love you.
It says, I'm sorry, I love you. Cha Moo-hyuk. Literally. That's what it said.
Couldn't contain my laughter. I had to pause because I was laughing so hard.
I know,
and then, get this, I had forgotten the last 2 minutes of the show.
Oh, yeah. Same.
Same. Oh, so how did you find this?
So I was in shock.
I was in shock. So I literally just paused it to laugh.
To laugh. I was super inspecting, to be honest. I was, in my head, I was inspecting the grave. I was like, are these real? Like, how did they build it? Like, I was looking at that, focus on that too much. Right. And then when you get the voiceover and I start reading, because I'm already inspecting, I'm looking at stuff on the screen, and then I see the subtitles come up and they're like, Korean woman found dead by gravesite.
I was like,
what? Like, Korean woman dead by gravesite? About that same one that I was just looking at laying on the grave?
The gasp that I gasped.
I was in shock.
The gasp
I was in
that
shock.
I gasped.
I was with you. I've never.
I forgot that she commits suicide.
Romeo and Juliet.
To join him.
She takes poison, guys. Like,
literally.
Straight up Juliet. She Julietted
herself. She yeeted herself out the story.
She yeeted herself out of the story. She's like, the end. That is the end. And that is
in the final 2 minutes of the show. Then credits roll and you're stunned.
But we didn't even mention this. The other thing is that right before this, our Chae-yoon character has basically getting ready to perform his comeback show. And everybody, the whole crew is at his show, at his performance. There's chairs set up and there's a chair with her.
There's a chair for her.
It's a chair for her. And they're all like, oh, is she come in yet? She's enjoying her vacation. I must be nice to be on vacation. Like, they're talking about her. Like, we're just waiting for her to show up. And then they flash to her laying in Australia at a gravesite. Dead. Like, what? Her sisters are also like, oh, I don't know where she is. Her sister's died. Your sister's dead.
We have crazy eyes.
I'm in shock still.
Because
I'm still in shock.
It is telegraphed throughout the show. There's clues to lead you here.
Yes.
And still.
I forgot.
I forgot.
I thought I just was picturing him. His motorcycle death.
Correct.
Like, that's all I could really remember.
Same.
This ending of her laying on his gravesite and her poisoning herself like Juliet was like, oh my gosh. Really, guys? Like,
bitch.
Talk about... Yeah, like, really? We did not need... And then she has a little voiceover. It's like, he was so lonely and during this life, I don't want him to be lonely even in death. So I'm basically following him out. Like, that's what she says. Like,
I'll see myself out.
I'll see myself out with him. Like, and mind you, the thing that always gets me with these early 2000s K-dramas is like, these people are like 25 years old.
Yes,
like,
they're literally, their frontal lobe has not developed.
They're 24, 23, 25. Like, they are killing these folks off like young. I hate it. I hated it. I'm like, that's so sad. Like, this girl had all her life to live. And she even says that, like, I'm finally choosing something for myself. I'm finally choosing to live for myself, and that's to die. Like, wait, what? You're living for yourself for the first time, and it's to choose to die.
It's crazy to me that the mom never finds out.
I hated it.
The mom never finds out that she had her children. Actually, they did not die. First of all, she thought she was having one kid.
I wanted the tell-all to be released.
Here's the thing. If you were having twin babies,
you would know. How do you not know?
How do you not know?
How do you not know you have twins?
How do you not know that you're having twins?
She didn't know. She
carried them to term.
She didn't know. No, she didn't know. She did.
So, number one, she thought she was having one child.
One child. She thought it was a son.
And it was a son. Again.
How do you...
Just wild. How did they never tell her your children actually lived? It was twins.
Twins.
And here is your biological daughter. And here is your biological nephew.
Never.
That is another kind of cruelty that they did not go into in the show.
And I think that was another reason was like the way they treated the mother character in this. So like that was
because it was not her fault.
It was hurtful for her to never have that and to never know that. I don't care that she got the son that she adopted, he got to live. I don't care. Okay. I don't care. I want her to also know about her other 2 children.
Yeah.
What's so wrong about that? Like, even if they're both, I wanted a beautiful moment.
And the fact that she mourned them. She mourned her son.
Yes.
She brought up the son that she lost.
Exactly. Why couldn't you
just, hey.
You have
good news.
2 kids. You have some other kids, guys. Yeah. She said this because one of her big things she kept saying that was hurtful for Moo-hyuk was that when she would say, like, this is my only living heir, like, this is all I have. Yeah. Like, if he dies, I might as well die too. Right. It's like, well, actually, you have other family, you have other kids. Like, you have blood still walking this earth. He's not even your blood, so I was annoyed.
Yeah, not to belittle, like, people that are adopted. But in the context of the show, tell her she has children.
She does. Yeah. But I always do like with the heart stuff, because this is also given early 2000, like the fact that he got her son's heart. Oh, so yeah. Now she actually, technically she has her sons. I did like that. I'm a sucker for that. You can tell that's why I like early K-dramas.
Also, the female lead's dad got the punishment that he said he was like, I'm willing to accept any punishment. Yeah, his daughter
ends up dying. Yeah, your daughter actually ends up dying. Yeah.
Lost a daughter because of it.
There's that.
Yeah.
But
but that's it. We're at the end of it.
That was it, guys.
Okay, Lola, any other thoughts before we get out of here? You've been here a minute.
I know. You always keep me.
I'm sorry.
No, but I think talking through it again, I find so much that I appreciate about this drama, and I'm glad I got to rewatch it to experience some of those big, memorable, memeable moments, because I feel like they still make memes about them to this day in Korea, still make jokes about those moments. So experiencing it again after all these years was really nice. So I'm so glad I got to watch it again. Nice. But I definitely was like, it's still not my favorite story by far. I wouldn't go out of my way to really recommend it if you. Well, that's not true.
Unless you want to cry, unless you want the melodrama, unless you want the over the top, then
it's perfect. And there's some moments you will laugh. And there are some moments that you shouldn't be laughing, but you will laugh. You will laugh. Yeah. But I think, and even how they did the comparison with the adoption in Korea versus adoption of someone who went, overseas, as in Australia. So I thought that was also interesting to show that comparison as well. So yeah, it was an experience.
It was another experience. 100%. It was. I'm like overheated. Lola.
I know. We always get overheated. When I start yelling at the end, that's how you know.
You know.
Sorry.
Lola, where can people find you online?
So I am, if you want to listen to my podcast, Lola Pops Off About K-Dramas, you'll find me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I try to be frequent with my uploads. It's been a little lax lately, but I am over there. I have 5 seasons worth of episodes.
You have a big backlog.
I have a big backlog. So if you can't catch, if I'm not here doing stuff right now, there's some stuff to catch up on my podcast. So please listen to me over there. And if you want to kind of holler at me or see what I'm doing, come find me on Instagram at Lola Pops Off About K-Dramas. I'm always talking to people over there in the DMs and comments, so I'm always available. But other than that, that's where you'll find me.
All right. Thank you, Lola. Till next time. That's been our show. I'm Jessica, and this has been the Daebak K-Rambles Podcast.